Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
CKI Equipment and Services is now open in the former location of Metcalf Metal, but with all new ownership and management of Calvin, Paula, Callie, and Nick Gooch. CKI is your local machinery repair headquarters, in the shop or in the field with CKI's mobile unit. They come to you for all types of welding, stick, MIG, TIG, aluminum, stainless, and mild steel. Everything for your trailers from axles and hubs to lights, wiring, tires, and wheels. CKI Equipment and Services on Highway 52 Irvin Road by Shell.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your...
Everybody to Madison Central High School on a cold, rainy night in Richmond. Tom Gross here on WBON TV, and this is the EKU pregame show. The Campus Beautiful awaits you. When choosing your college, choose Big E. Choose Eastern Kentucky University. For more information, go to eku.edu. And Tom, again, a cold, rainy night in Richmond. It's senior night. It's a weird night because normally we're, 5 minutes into the first quarter by now, but a flat tire and a heavy delay in traffic on the interstate, forcing Bryan Station to be behind schedule in getting here. And we have 18 minutes, 48 seconds on the clock before we kick this game off.
Yeah, you as a coach, you hope that doesn't affect your players, but it does have an effect on you because you get up for a game. You're ready for this contest. You've got to get a win in the district, and tonight's the last chance you have to do that. It's going to affect how you're seated, where you play, or if you play at home. So a lot riding on it tonight, and then to have all that happen, it's kind of like, man, what else can go wrong?
You can see Tom Gross and myself on WBON. Inside the Gateway Cycles broadcast booth. Gateway Cycles is located in Mount Sterling. When it's time to choose your next ride, visit gatewaycycles.com. Tom, both these teams winless in the district, 0-2, both losing to GRC and to Oldham County. But Oldham County last week, with the game versus Bryan Station, a pretty close game. And you look back at the win for Oldham County over Madison Central, not such a close game. I think it was 41-28. Oldham County over the defenders of Bryan Station. Madison Central lost to Oldham County 28-0. Again, the years that both of these two teams have had has not been pretty, but you have a chance to end it on a high note. And again, Oldham County was impressive. GRC was impressive last week, but I still feel like, we've seen Madison Central through the ups of last year and the downs of this year, but if they can fix the turnovers and the silly mistakes like the penalties last week, I think 11 penalties in the game last week versus GRC. if you can fix those things, I know it's late in the year, but they could still, going into the district, win a couple of playoff games.
That's very true. And the way they have gotten beaten this year is, number one, you've got to say they actually beat themselves.
Yeah.
The penalties are killers, and they came at inopportune times. They'd have a good drive going. Then they'd get a holding call. And then, a couple of incomplete passes, unable to run the football, and they end up having to punt. So you can be your own worst enemy in this game at times, and the Indians have done that quite a bit this year. I just wanted to say the Oldham County game against Madison Central was 28-0. Was the final in that, and the Indians could not find any offense whatsoever. I think they had 24, 25 total yards in that game.
And I think in the first or 2 first downs in the game. I mean, there's just nothing went right offensively. But do you, after watching that game, do you feel like Oldham County's unbeatable?
Well, personally, after seeing Oldham County play and George Rogers Clark play, my personal feeling is that I think Oldham County playing at home, and especially with the weather now, has a little bit of an edge in that game. But, I mean, both teams have athletes. Both teams are very capable of running the score up.
If Central played their best game, could they beat Oldham County? I feel like they could. I mean, I don't feel like –
I think they could.
I don't feel like even if Central has to play GRC on the road and Oldham County on the road in the playoffs, I still feel like if they play their best game, they can knock off them 2 teams.
Yeah, look, we've got the stats, and I'd like to thank Hugh Davis for providing us from the Madison Central Oldham County game. But as you can see, total offensive plays for Madison Central, 37 offensive plays, 44 total yards. You're not going to win
it's a yard a play almost. I mean, you're not going to beat anybody. I mean, you are literally not going to beat us 5 up here in the booth, me, you, Austin, Ron, and Hugh, with Hugh playing quarterback, could go and beat a team, anybody. If anybody puts up 44 yards against us 5, we're going to beat them. That's just how it is. So you have to play better. Now, I feel like we have still not seen a complete game offensively and defensively from Madison Central. We've seen spurts of it, but not a full football game. Now, I don't even think they need to play their best game tonight to win. But if they can somehow put a full game together in the playoffs, they could win a couple of games. I mean, especially within their district because, again, I don't think Oldham County is unbeatable. I definitely don't think GRC is unbeatable. And we will try to keep updates from that game tonight for you all that are watching us. We'll try to get you some updates from that game. And the way it works is if Madison Central wins and GRC wins, then we go to Oldham County. If Madison Central wins and GRC loses, then we go to GRC.
That's what we want.
Yeah, I would love to make a 20-minute drive over an hour and a half drive.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Well, that's with you driving. I go a little bit faster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's police officers over there. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
But we are live here on WBON TV. A special thank you to all of our great sponsors here on the EKU pregame show. The keys to tonight's game are brought to you by Jack Burford Chevrolet. You can check out all the great deals for Jack Burford Chevrolet at jackburford.com. Hugh, I think, and Tom, you guys up here with, I've called Tom Hugh like 15 times tonight.
Yeah, already.
But I feel like the keys to tonight's game for Madison Central is play your game.
Exactly.
Simplify the playbook. This is a beatable team. Central's 1-7. Station is 2-6. I mean, it's a game of 2 teams that have not had the year they wanted. Central coming off such a good year last season, and then this year you're putting up stinkers, every other night it seems like. But there is still a lot of talent on this football team. Now, I do think tonight could be an issue because the punter, who had a good game last week, Jackie Hine, is out for tonight's game.
Yeah.
So that could be an issue, especially with the rain and, field position being an issue. We will see how that plays out. Madison Central and Bryan Station coming up in 13 minutes, folks. We will see what happens. We are coming up live on WBON TV. We'll be right back in 3 minutes on WBONTV.com.
It's time for exciting live and local sports action on Richmond's very own WBON TV, the leader in local sports television. Remember to like our YouTube channel so you'll never miss any of our live sports coverage. And support these great local sponsors who support our community. Now, here's your announcers for the game.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your to-do list?
Serious house hunting, home improvement projects, or maybe a new car or a boat for summers on the lake. For more than a century, your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank have been helping turn plans into reality. Stop by any of CVNB's branch offices or visit cvnb.com and find the right personal vehicle or home loan that fits your budget and meets your needs. CVNB, local banking with big-time advantages. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental.
Back here at Madison Central High School on the EKU pregame show, the Campus Beautiful awaits you in choosing your college. Choose Big E. Choose Eastern Kentucky University. For more information, Tom, visit eku.edu. Madison Central and Bryan Station enter tonight's game looking for their first district win of the season. Tonight's game is senior night for Madison Central, and it's also Cancer Awareness Night. Former Madison Central Indian and All-American Georgetown Tiger Frank Parks is in his 7th year as head coach of the Bryan Station Defenders. Parks has brought consistency to that program, even though this year doesn't show it, and the Defenders have played a very strong 6A football schedule this season, much like the Indians have as well. Station is leaning on younger players, again, similar to Madison Central, and they are hoping that this year, even though they've taken a lot of losses, they can kind of look ahead and get better leading into next year. Exactly. Now, we do have a quick score update from the folks that are watching us that want to keep up with the Oldham County GRC game. It's early in the first quarter. Oldham County leads 7-0 at home over GRC. So that's a quick update from that game for you, as those two teams looking to decide who is the winner of this district. Now, for this game, Madison Central and Bryan Station have met 19 times previously. The Indians hold a 10-9 advantage in the series, and Bryan Station did win last year's contest 41-21 in Lexington, giving Madison Central their second loss of the year in the regular season. And in that game, Bryan Station came in with only one win on the year. But Jalen Burbidge, a kid that's now playing at Cincinnati, ran all over Madison Central. He played at the quarterback position, and he could not be stopped in that game last year. We are live here on the EKU pregame show. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins, and Tom again. If Oldham County wins, they will be the district champion. If GRC wins, they will be the district champion. Either way, those two teams will host a playoff game next week. Where will we go? We will find out, folks. The kickoff in 7.5 minutes. We will take another 3-minute commercial break and come right back live at Madison Central High School on a cold, wet night in Richmond, live here on WBONTV.com.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estill's Finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Healthy smiles are confident smiles. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is offering a new patient special. X-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride for only $99. They also have a $10 unit Botox special. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers their patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy. At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
At People's Bank, we do it all, from personal banking to business banking and lending services. And unlike some other banks, we make all decisions locally. When you don't have time to wait, count on us. People's Bank is the perfect fit for your busy life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
People's Bank with lots of locations to serve you. Give them a call at 986-6860 and check them out online, whitakerbank.com.
Tailgate season at Jack Burford Chevrolet. You can pick out your favorite tailgate connected to a huge selection of new Chevy Silverados right here at Jack Burford Chevrolet. Visit us on the EKU bypass, and you can always shop jackburford.com 24/7, 365. Now what game is on? Oh, this is a good one. It's where Chevys cost less.
Back here on Madison Central High School and on WBONTV.com. Tom, it is senior night here for the Indians as all 9 seniors out there for senior night. And, you know, we talk about it all year long. The difference from last year's team to this year's team. Last year's senior night took about 45 minutes because we had 26
yeah,
seniors.
There were a lot.
And you have 9 this year. So it's a big drop-off. And some of these kids didn't even get playing time last year. So, again, it just goes to show you the big difference from this year's team to last year's squad. And a lot of these kids will be extremely missed going into next season, but still a couple of games left in the regular season to play. And you know these guys would love to pick up a district win here at home and finish out their season strong. Again, next week they'll be on the road at Southwestern. Again, a chance to pick up a big win here over Bryan Station, who beat them last year. Kind of a revenge factor. You always have to keep that in mind as well. And we'll see if that plays a role in their game tonight between Madison Central and Bryan Station, the Indians and the Defenders. The kickoff in 3 minutes. And as the coin toss is taking place, the game ball delivery is brought to you by Madison Drug in Richmond and Estill Clinic Pharmacy, Irvine Healthcare Pharmacy in Estill County. Take the hassle out of picking up your prescription with free delivery from Madison Drug in Richmond, Estill Clinic Pharmacy, and Irvine Healthcare Pharmacy over in Estill County.
Michael, we have a matchup tonight, and I'm a big believer in the numbers. I think the numbers can tell you a lot, whether you see the games or not. But as I'm looking at the stats offensively for both of these teams tonight, I see a real advantage for Madison Central in the passing game tonight. I know it's wet out there. The field is wet. The rain is it's a drizzle. It's just miserable. But should they be able to connect on a few passes this evening, it could be the difference in the ball game. 433 yards out of Mulder of Bryan Station thus far on the season. 1,032 and 11 touchdowns for Centers for Madison Central.
People harp on the quarterback play of Madison Central. Kenton Centers looked really good last week. Now, he did have a fumble, and it was, he's not the fastest quarterback. He's not Derek Miller, but if you give him time to throw, and a receiver can get open for him, he will hit him. That's just how it is. And Centers has a great arm. He's a big kid. I mean, people that have been complaining about Kenton Centers all year long need to hold off for a minute. He's only a junior. This is his first year as a starting quarterback.
Right.
The kid needs to learn how to play the position, yes, but he has got a lot of potential. And this year has been rough, but it has been a learning process for him. And I think going into next year, it'll be a good year for him to have this year under his belt. He's had another year with these receivers. I think Kenton Centers will be just fine. And I understand the criticism. I understand the complaining. Let's give this kid a chance to, get a few games and a full season under his belt at quarterback before we start throwing the sticks at him, because he's got a lot of potential at that quarterback position. And he's been around the game of football his entire life. His dad's been a coach his entire life. I think he'll be just fine at that quarterback position.
Here's the thing that I would really like to see them do, and that's the quick hitters, the short passes.
Oh, yeah.
If he can start doing that from the get-go in this game, they could literally dominate this football game tonight.
We've been saying it all year long. It's too late now. But William Jacobs is a guy that they have not used this year. And, he's 6'5", 6'6" at the wide receiver position. It's too late to start throwing it to him now. But, if you really want to pinpoint one thing that they haven't done right this year, I think it's get William Jacobs involved. It is senior night. Would love to see him get his first touchdown catch here this evening. It is Madison Central and Bryan Station to kick off about 25 seconds away. A special thank you to all of our great sponsors here. And, Tom, it takes a lot to make you and I look and sound good. Austin Hanks, our producer tonight. Clark Freeman, our cameraman. Hugh Davis and Ron Harrison, the WL Stats, keeping us up to date with the games around the area and always providing the stats for us. And, again, Oldham County 7, GRC nothing in the first quarter of that game. Again, that winner is your district champion of this district. No Jackie Hine tonight, the punter for Madison Central. We will see if that plays effect here in this evening's contest. The Indians wearing the blue uniforms with the white numbers, white letters outlined in red, and the blue helmet with the Navajo chop on the side of it. Here in Tomahawk Valley, the Indians at home. They will kick off. Bryan Station won the toss and have elected to receive. And then the defenders making it hard on us tonight with the white uniforms and the white pants, yellow numbers, yellow letters outlined in black for Bryan Station.
But not much.
Yep. With the yellow helmet for the defenders.
Yeah, if they're close to us, we'll be able to read numbers. But if they're on the far side of the field, it might be a little bit of a chore here this evening.
Morin with the kickoff, and it goes out of bounds. Not the way you want to start, but Bryan Station does have a lot of athletes and two pretty good return men back there. So you don't allow a return by doing that, and Bryan Station will take over at their own 35-yard line.
All right, important right now for our defense to go out there, and you want to get them 3 and out on the first possession of the football game to set a little momentum for yourself, but it looks like we're going to re-kick now.
Yeah, I think Bryan Station waved it off. They want to give their guy a chance to return.
Smart, very smart.
Well, when you got a good return man, you want to use it.
Yeah.
Number 9 is the return man here on the near side for Bryan Station. That's Damon Green, the freshman wide receiver and free safety. And number 4 is Dadrian Taylor. He's the other return man on the far side. They're going to back him up to the 35 here for Morin to kick off. It'll take a good leg here from the freshman. We might see an onside kick here as he's on the right side now. It is a little onside kick, and Bryan Station will return it or kneel on it at the 42-yard line. So Morin went over to use his right leg to kick. He is a left-footed kicker.
Hallberg for Bryan Station. Antonio Davis.
The former Toronto Raptor.
That is. Who's he playing for now? The real Brow.
He hung it up a long time ago, I think.
Yeah.
You're talking about Anthony Davis.
I like Anthony Davis.
He's a Laker now.
The Brow. I love
Here we go. The
Brown.
defenders will come out spread formation, 2 receivers each way. And the quarterback is Mulder. Mulder hands it off on the first play, and a pretty good first play.
Yeah.
As the tailback on the far side of the field, still on his feet, finally wrapped up, tackled from behind, is a huge pickup on the first play from scrimmage as Joey Bond with the carry.
Well,
Did you like that? Did you get that?
Exactly 30 yards, I believe. See if I'm right on that. That's a pretty good
20
first
yards.
play. Oh, got to be
He goes
more
from
than
his
that.
own 42 to the 28 of Madison Central. So here we go. They go right back to Bond, and the Indians get great
that's
pressure and get in the backfield. A nice tackle by Edgren Sweat. We have said that a ton this year.
Oh, yeah. He's had a really, really good season thus far, and they really need him to step up now. Edgren, 46, make that 47 tackles on the season now.
Yeah, only a sophomore.
Leads the team in sacks with 5.5.
They're going to back up the tailback to the 33-yard line. 2nd down and 14. Yeah, it looked to me like he only lost a yard, if that. But they say a loss of 4. Now the handoff right back to Bond, and look who it is again. This time it's Kyron Jackson in the backfield for the tackle for loss. Forward progress will put him at the 35-yard line, and that will bring up a 3rd and 17 for the Indians.
5'8", 225 pounds, junior, and, man, he just sliced right through that offensive line, and what a great play. Now we're seeing the defense kick in.
3rd and 17. You've got Mulder in at quarterback, trips right, 1 receiver left, Bond to his right in the backfield. Now he moves him over to his left in the backfield. Mulder will drop back to pass. First time we've seen this tonight. Goes out in the flat, and that is read perfectly by the Indians. And a nice tackle made by Braden Pruitt, who's played very well this year at that cornerback position. Another loss, 3 straight losses for Bryan Station. This one back to the 39-yard line, and a loss of 4 will make it 4th down and 21.
Amazing. It's like they were fooled on that first play from scrimmage, but since then it's been no-go for Bryan Station.
And again, the rain makes that ball slippery. We'll see if the punter can handle it here. Back to return is Story for Madison Central. Indians do get pressure. The punter able to get it off. That's a nice punt. And it'll be down inside the 20-yard line at the 18. You could tell he pulled something off of it there, Tom, and just got it further enough downfield to pin the Indians deep in their own territory.
Well, they're inside the 20, and it's not that bad of a place to start. You certainly didn't want to be inside the 5 or 10-yard line. So let's see what they can do offensively now. Very anxious to see what they've worked on this week.
Ball on the left hash mark. Centers will go with 2 receivers left. Nobody here on the right side, 2 tight ends. As they hand it off to my man Joe Burton, and Burton will lose yardage back to the 16-yard line. Loss of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Indians. A nice tackle made by Gentry of Bryan Station.
Yeah, Burton's averaging 37.7 yards per game and 3.1 yards per carry. So he'll need to bust one here to make up for that loss.
2nd down and 12. Spread formation with Burton behind centers in the pistol formation. And they go right, or they fake it to him, throw over the middle to Jacobs, and that pass is incomplete.
Oh, it was on the money. It was a good pass.
It was, and Jacobs just could not hang on to it again. Rainy night here in Richmond, and I was begging for it, Tom. Can we throw the football to William Jacobs? Well, we do, but the pass incomplete. Now 3rd and 12. And this is a big 3rd and 12 here, because if you don't get it, Bryan Station will get good field position because, again, no Jackie Hine tonight for Madison Central, the normal punter for the Indians. Centers will go up under center. Burton is the tailback. They will fake it to him, throw a little screen pass to Holberg, a lot of space, and Ashton has the 1st down and more. Holberg all the way up to the 41-yard line. And how about the play by the Indians? That one opened up, Tom, and the Indians took advantage on the screen pass to Ashton.
Great play that time, and Ashton Holberg, he averages 12.8 yards per catch this season. He's had 15, now his 16th catch of this young season here. It's not real young. We're over halfway through, but he's doing a great job for the Indians, and, boy, it's just very refreshing to see this early on.
A nice pickup of 24 yards when you need 12. Handoff right back to Burton, and Joe again loses yardage. That has been the problem all year long with Indians tailbacks as Jeremiah Letcher comes in for the tackle for loss. But you don't have a Freddie Chenault back there who can bounce off a first tackle and still get you back to the line of scrimmage or pick up yardage. Burton all year long has been unable to get away from that first tackler, and that time he loses 2 yards. Burton with 2 carries and -4 yards thus far. Second down and 12 again.
Well, Bryan Station has scouted this team very well.
Burton up the middle, lost the football. It's on the ground, and Bryan Station has recovered it.
No.
They say Madison Central got it back.
We got it back.
Recovered by Avery Henson. A big recovery there. That ball squirted right out of Burton's hands into a Station defender, and the Indians lucky to get it back there.
Yeah,
it'll be a gain of 2 on the fumble and make it third down. And they're going to say a gain of 3, so it's 3rd and 9. Need to get to midfield for a first down. Pitch out to Parks, who comes in. A lot of space in front. Parks, first down and more. Parks, if he can break it, he can go the distance, but he cannot, as he is wrapped up and tackled at the 32-yard line. A great run by Parks, and that is the second time on this drive that Madison Central has picked up a first down on 3rd and long.
Well, I got to give a shout-out to Avery Henson. He had one of the key blocks on that left side that time as Parks cut it back in because he saw trouble headed toward the sideline. And when he made that cut back using his speed, great block by Henson, freed him up. He got an extra 10, 15 yards after that block.
On 3rd and 12, they got 24. This time on 3rd and 9, they get 27, and they're in Bryan Station territory. Centers. Hands it off to Parks again. Another nice hole provided. The ball comes out. It's on the ground, and I think Bryan Station has recovered this one. No signal yet. But the second fumble of the drive, and this one will go over to Bryan Station. Burton fumbled it. Indians got it back. Parks fumbles it here, and they cannot get it back. Bryan Station recovers, and they will take over at their own 21-yard line. A great drive by Madison Central ends in a turnover.
Rashad Bird, I think, was the man who was able to jump on that ball, recover the ball for
George Tall on the recovery.
Okay, very good. It's like I said, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
17 on the recovery then. They're just, I don't see how the fans in the stands can read their numbers as well.
Rain continuing to come down here. Mulder will hand it off to Bond, and he is brought down quickly. I'll tell you what, the Indians' pressure on these last 3 handoffs to Bond have all been losses. This one, a loss of about 5.
One thing that's interesting, Michael, is there are 3 or 4 pretty big linemen in there for Bryan Station. And Madison Central defense is using their quickness and their athletic ability, and they're before they can even get a block, they're in the backfield on these running plays. So let's hope that continues to be the case tonight.
Loss of 4, second down and 14. Mulder is only he's 1 of 1 through the air, but that was a -4 yards on that one completion. He will throw here out in the flat again. Indians read it well, and they bring the receiver down after a gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 12 for Madison Central, or for Bryan Station, excuse me. And again, great defense by Madison Central.
Yeah, it's open in that situation defensively. What you have is an assignment on that part of the field as a cornerback, and he just sat and waited for the play to develop, then went in and made a great tackle. Got some great help from the linemen as well. Defensive line really stepping up here this evening.
Indians trying to get a stop, get that football back after fumbling on their opening drive, which looked really well. Mulder rolling out left. He's got pressure. Looking. He'll take off, and he's hit and brought down for about a 1-yard loss. It'll bring up 4th down and long, and the defenders will have to punt. Great defense by the Indians, Tom.
Yeah, you got Kyron Jackson coming from the middle of that defensive line, and he's the one who made the stop on the play. So, again, lots of props out to that defensive line of the Indians here early in this game.
Robinson back to punt. Indians should get good field position here on this drive as Story awaits. And the ball comes out. The punter cannot pick it up, and Madison Central will get really good field position as they will take over inside the Bryan Station 10-yard line.
Well, I'll give that a WR rating, weather-related, because that ball just slipped out of his hand.
Yeah.
It was right on the money on the snap, but he could not hang on to it. And, boy, Madison Central, the Indians set up very pretty here.
Let's see if we can get Edgar and Sweat a touchdown. The big defensive end. He's got a few carries last week versus GRC. He's that power back they like to use. 2nd down and 6. Sweat is not in the game. He's over here on the sideline. Joe Burton is lined up at tailback. 2 receivers left. Fullback Holberg to the right side with the tight end on that side as well. Centers. Gets it to Burton. Up the middle. And Joe gets about 2, maybe 3 yards inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, good push on the right side of the line, but whenever you're in tight quarters like this, then your linebackers are up, your defensive backs are up, and they were able to close the hole pretty quickly that time. Still a gain, though, positive yardage.
2nd and goal from inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Gain of 2 for Burton, 3:38 to play in the first quarter, just underway here at Madison Central High School in the last district game of the year. Sweat is in there now. They go to him, and Edgren punishes his way in the end zone for a touchdown, Madison Central. Very nice carry by Edgren Sweat, showing his strength as he punches it in, and the Indians strike first. After the fumble by the punter of Bryan Station, the Indians set up with great field position, and now the old swing and gate formation, Tom.
Oh, boy. My favorite position, my favorite formation.
So here comes the PAT from Morin. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Madison Central, 3:21 to play in the first. Back in 1 minute on WBONTV.com.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on, get real-world experience, and discover who you are meant to be. Be a crime fighter. Be a visionary. Be a colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/colonel.
WBON-TV wants to thank you for making us the most popular local news source in the region. WBON-TV is now our area's most followed local news source on Facebook and social media. While others try to imitate, you can count on WBON-TV to continue to dominate your coverage of news, weather, and of course local sports. Advertising is affordable too. To be part of what we're doing here at WBON-TV, email us at information@WBONTV.com.
Return from Bryan Station is going to be a good one as he breaks through the huddle. And still on his feet is number 9. That is Damian Green, and he will take it to the house. What a momentum killer as the defenders take the ensuing kickoff after Madison Central scores the first touchdown of the game. That is a 96-yard return by Green to make it 7-6. Madison Central on top, and just like that, Tom, we are going to be tied with the PAT pending.
Yeah, tough break. I mean, there was more than enough people to bring him down, but he's a huge athlete, kept his feet moving, and turned out to be 6.
He broke through about 4 Indian players and 3 of his own teammates to take it 96 yards for the touchdown. And you could see an Indian player at the end of that play who tried to make the tackle just slide about 10 feet. Kick is through the uprights. We're tied at 7, folks, just like that. Again, back in 1 minute on WBONTV.com.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcake, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Back at Madison Central High School, a 96-yard kickoff return touchdown for Bryan Station ties us at 7. Here's the kickoff. Gowdy will return it for the Indians. Deshaun hit hard. That's a hard hit.
Yeah.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. Thompson scores from around the area. Breathitt County 43 over Leslie County, 43-0 in the second quarter.
Wow.
Bobcats are back.
Yep.
Breathitt County football, known for being a powerhouse in Class 2A a long time ago. Well, they're back again. And Oldham County still last update we had from there was 7-0 over Clark County. Ballard over Scott County 13-10.
Wow.
And 35-13 lead for Dunbar over Lafayette.
Surprised that Scott County's keeping it. I thought Ballard would dominate them today.
2 receivers right for Burton, who again loses yardage. He was hit immediately as he took the snap, or the handoff, excuse me.
Well, somebody's missing an assignment on that line because the defensive lineman, he was in there for the handoff. I mean, he literally was in the backfield at the same time as the handoff. There
Loss
was
of 5.
No way they could get anything going that way.
Well, I was going to say the Indians have done a good job of moving the football, even though they fumbled it on their first drive. It's a loss of 5. Burton, rough day at the office for him thus far. 5 carries, -4 yards for little Joe Burton. 2 receivers each way for Centers. Spread formation, Bryan Station showing pressure, then pulling off of it. Pass is incomplete. Centers had Holbrook wide open down the field, just threw it behind him and got lucky that pass wasn't picked off. It'll bring up 3rd and 15.
Well, that was Kern, the lineman I was talking about. He's playing basically he's playing the nose guard, but he's playing off center of the nose guard to the right side, and then they've pulled in one of their linebackers. And they've got a huge guy on the left side of the line here defensively, number 74, Joshua Rowe. So they got some big athletes in there defensively.
Watch the screen pass again. As Centers takes the snap, a little draw play. They hand it off to Burton, and again, he is going nowhere. He is wrapped up. This offensive line not doing anything for Madison Central right now. Bryan Station, it was like an open door, Tom. They just ran right through the offensive line of the Indians.
Yeah, and it's Kern again. Kern in there on the stop, on the tackle, and they're going to have to do something with them, or he's just going to have a field day. Really going to pad his defensive stats.
Indians will have to punt, and again, no Jackie Hine tonight. It is Moore who gets a great leg into this.
Wow. Wow.
What a punt, young man. This freshman
roll, baby, roll.
Has it roll inside the 15-yard line. It'll be down at the 11. And how about the punt?
Yeah.
From Patrick Morin. 65 yards, Tom.
Well, I think we, you know how it happens. Somebody gets hurt, somebody steps in. Look at that. Wow.
And that ball was like, it wasn't end over end. It just had a spiral on it. He got it off his foot.
That's how you want to, you want to cut down on the resistance of the air as you punt to get as much yardage as you can. And then the great Madison Central roll at the end all the way down to what, the 11-yard line.
Moore and a great kicker. He may have just showed he's maybe an even better punter.
Yeah. That's really going to help the stats for tonight, no matter what you do the rest of the game.
Mulder at quarterback. The two tailbacks go from one side to the other. They switch spots in the backfield, and Mulder will hand it off up the middle. I believe that's Bond, or it's 7. That's number 7, Taylor, that took the handoff. He gets about 2 yards. That's the first, or only the first time in the last 2 drives for Bryan Station that they have had a running back gain yardage. On the last 4 carries for Bond, he has went backward.
Travion Parks with a nice job there coming from his linebacker spot to come up and make the stop.
2nd down and 6 for Mulder and the defenders of Bryan Station. Mulder hands it off again. Not much running room as they get it up to the 16-yard line. Gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 for Bryan Station. It was Bond at that time on the carry.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Madison Central. They need to get a stop here. Let's get that football back and make up for that kickoff return that tied the game. They had a nice 7-0 lead and a really nice sustained drive down the field. So now let's, well, actually it was after the missed punt that they were able to score. But they've showed they can move the ball against this team here this evening, Bryan Station.
Mulder will throw. Pass is complete to number 4. That is Dadrian Taylor, the junior wide receiver. A big pickup is enough for a first down, and that time they ran the slant pass. They ran the RPO, Tom, to kind of draw the defense in, and Mulder posed in the pocket, found his wide receiver as the first quarter comes to an end. We are tied at 7, folks. Should be a good one. Don't go anywhere on a wet, rainy night here in Richmond. We'll be right back in 1 minute, folks, on WBONTV.com.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, maybe your wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
1st and 10 for Bryan Station. Tom, would have been a big stop. Indians would have got good field position. But they could not get off the field on 3rd down. Here's 1st and 10. Mulder will hand it off to Taylor again, and he is hit hard immediately. Parks again there to make the tackle.
They're doing a great job. I mean, you know, as far as defense is concerned, we got Sawyer Cruz, 2 tackles, Sweat with 2, Jackson with 2, Pruitt with 2. So everybody's getting in on the act. And tackle for loss, 3 of those 4 already registering a tackle for loss in the first quarter of this game. So defense stepping it up a little bit here. Let's go.
2nd down and 12. Mulder. Pass is hauled in. Are you kidding me? That pass went from being intercepted to incomplete to being a spectacular highlight reel catch by the wide receiver, number 9, Damon Green, who just had the 96-yard return touchdown.
Yeah, he got a little outside help on that.
He did, but, man, he bobbled it. I mean, just should have been picked off. Pruitt was there. If he's 2 inches taller, that might be a pick 6.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just a circus catch.
1st down and 10. Trips to the right, 1 receiver left for Mulder. Mulder, all day to throw, goes down the field again, and Green again makes a spectacular catch, but this one won't count as he goes out of bounds with it.
Tried to drag his feet. A nice offensive play there. He tried to drag his feet, keep them in bounds, but the pass let him out of bounds. They had no chance to have a completion on that play.
Second down and 10. Ball on the left hash mark. Bryan Station going left to right on your radio dial. If you're listening to us on WEKY 92.5, the home of Indians football. Mulder 4 of 5 on the evening, but 29 yards passing.
Well, we're beating them in the stats thus far, but we're tied at 7-7. So let's see what we can do here in quarter number 2.
Got a whistle and a referee going to pull out green. One thing that they really focused on this year, Tom, is the knee pads. The knees have to be covered. Second down and 10. Little screen pass out in the flat. Ball is incomplete. They finally blow it dead after a couple of seconds, and Travion Parks picked it up, but it's incomplete. It'll be third down and 10 for Bryan Station.
Hello. I'm laughing for you radio listeners because had a little give and take there after the whistle had blown between Bryan Station and Madison Central, but no harm done. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, it's football time. There you go. Like what Ron said. Third down and 10. 4 receivers, 2 to each side for Mulder. With Bond in the backfield to his right, he will throw. Looking deep. He's going deep. Got a wide open receiver.
No.
Just overthrew him. Deshaun Gowdy bit on the fake for some reason.
Yeah.
And Dadrian Taylor was about 6 yards past him, wide open. Mulder just overthrew him, and that'll bring up fourth down for the defenders, and they will punt to the Indians.
Well, thank goodness we had Nathan Story at free safety out there, because I think had the ball been caught, he would have been able to at least keep him from scoring on the play. Had a good angle coming from the center of the field, and now he'll step back and receive this punt.
Taylor is the punter now. Good spiraling punt. Story comes up to fair catch it at the 26-yard line. Indians take over there. Tied at 7, 10:32 to play here on WBONTV.com. Don't forget about Chenault Vineyard, one of our great sponsors, as well as Jack Burford Chevrolet. Also want to say a special thank you to Gateway Cycles, Madison Drug, and Estill Clinic Pharmacy, Urban Healthcare Pharmacy, and also the great folks over at Gillum's Sports Lounge. Every Friday night we go live on WBON TV. You can watch every sportscast of WBON TV live at Gillum's Sports Lounge. Get some great food, Tom, and watch your favorite high school team on WBON TV. Parks in the game in the backfield as Centers goes up under center. They will fake it to him. Centers is going deep, and that pass is incomplete as he was trying to hook up with Holbrook. I'll make that Holberg on the intended catch.
Good idea, too. Even though he was double covered back there, the way the pass had to be thrown on a deep route like that, it allowed the safety to come over and become part of the play, but he made a great effort to try to catch football.
Centers again.
And as a coach, you want that ball to be close to give your athlete a chance to go up there and get it.
Got a whistle and a knee pad problem here for William Jacobs. So we saw a receiver have to come out of the game for Bryan Station on their last drive, and now Jacobs has to come over to the sideline with a knee pad issue for him.
Yeah, they'll bring Keith Clark in to replace him for a play here. Oh,
and off to Holberg as he bounces off defenders. Shades of his older brother Gavin, who used to do that when he was the starting running back for Madison Central a couple of years ago. It'll be third down and about 3.
Aaron Saylor and Avery Henson with a nice little combo block on the inside to spring him for the nice gain.
Finally getting some blocking from that offensive line on a running play.
Been missing that.
Poor old Burton hadn't got no help. Joe Burton, 6 carries, -7 yards, and every time it seems like he's got a carry, the defensive line has been waiting for him to take the handoff. Third and 3. Jacobs back in wide right. 2 receivers left. Centers will hand it off to Parks, who runs into his own man and will be about a yard short, Tom. Here's where I think if I'm Madison Central, you got nothing to lose, really. I go for it, and I let Cannon Centers be my fullback at that quarterback position and just fall forward for 2 yards and get this first down.
Yeah, it's actually less than 2 yards. It's about 1.5 yards. And let's see what it looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it here.
Centers is 6'2", 235. With all this rain, he's probably 245. With that jersey wet.
Yeah, Kern and Letcher are the two inside defensive linemen for Bryan Station, and now we got another whistle.
Yep, John Lansall will have to come out of the game. Don't know what the issue is with all these knee pad issues, but the official has had 3 players go out of the game because of it. Now, the Indians have it, 4th down and about 1 yard. Man in motion is Holberg. Centers gets him to jump. No flag thrown. Centers wanted the flag, didn't get it. 4th and less than 1 yard. Back up under center. Cannon. And they're going to probably just take a timeout here. They will. No snap. The Indians thought they had drew them off sides. Referee didn't throw the flag, and we will step aside with them for 1 minute, folks, back on WBONTV.com.
CKI Equipment and Services is now open in the former location of Metcalf Metal, but with all new ownership and management of Calvin, Paula, Callie, and Nick Gooch. CKI is your local machinery repair headquarters in the shop or in the field with CKI's mobile unit. They come to you for all types of welding, stick, MIG, TIG, aluminum, stainless, and mild steel. Everything for your trailers from axles and hubs to lights, wiring, tires, and wheels. CKI Equipment and Services on Highway 52 Irvin Road by Shell.
Indians now will punt after coming out of the timeout. They send, is that Green? Trying to find the number here. That is Green.
Yep.
Who had the 96-yard return touchdown.
Number 9. Number 9.
Yeah, that's Green.
That's Greeny.
Indians running a man on late. Moore got a great punt. The last time he let one go, 8:46 to play in the second quarter, tied at 7. Madison Central and Bryan Station, and a whistle comes in. And now Bryan Station has called a timeout. The defenders want to talk it over, and we will take it with them, folks. We'll be right back on WBONTV.com.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your to-do list?
Serious house hunting, home improvement projects, or maybe a new car or a boat for summers on the lake. For more than a century, your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank have been helping turn plans into reality. Stop by any of CVNB's branch offices or visit cvnb.com and find the right personal vehicle or home loan that fits your budget and meets your needs. CVNB, local banking with big-time advantages. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Tom, you said the Indians might have an advantage at quarterback in this game. Moeller is perfect through the air. Centers is 1 of 4 for 24 yards. Had a big completion on the screen pass to Holberg earlier in the game.
2 of his passes, though, where he tried to go deep, and it was like a jump ball situation. So, and for Mulder, not quite that far, although he did throw one real nice strike down the middle.
Morin going to fake it, and they're going to run it with the freshman. He's got a first down. Or does he? He's going to be close. They are going to mark him down basically where the yard marker sits. It is going to be close. I love the aggressiveness from Madison Central. They might have to measure this one, Tom.
It
looks like it's short.
It's going to be about a half yard short, I think. They got the ball sitting right with the tip of the ball against the 35-yard line, so it's not looking real promising right here.
We'll be shocked if this measurement doesn't say short, and Madison Central will have to bring their defense back up. But I like the aggressiveness there.
Maybe the wet will make the links on the chain a little tighter.
That's short.
Yeah.
By about a football length. That is way short. Defenders take over at the Madison Central 35-yard line.
Wow, just that one little trip there. That guy got his arm in there and got hold of his foot and tripped him up, or he would have made that easily.
And Morin here on the sideline, a little bit gimpy as he walks around over here behind the Madison Central bench.
Imagine that. You're running full speed, and then all of a sudden one of your legs stops cold. It's going to hurt a little bit.
Tate's Creek 26-0 Henry Clay in the first half of that one. Now in the third quarter. in the end of the third quarter, excuse me. It's a handoff to Burton. Indians should have been a hold call there as Burton picks up about 5 yards. There was about 2 holds that were missed by the official on the far side. No flag came in, and they're going to give Burton a gain of 5, maybe a gain of 6, to the 30-yard line.
Well, when you grab a hold of the jersey, that usually is an automatic flag. But the first one I saw was with the jersey. The second one, he wasn't in front of the block by any means, but I guess the official felt like it was a pretty clean block, so let it go.
2nd down and 4, gain of 6, 8:02 to play in the second quarter. Mulder with 2 tailbacks, 1 to each side, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. He will drop back to pass here. He's looking deep. He's going deep. And that pass is caught for a touchdown. What a throw with 2 defenders on him. Damon Green scores for the 2nd time tonight. And that was a dime from Tariq Mulder. Touchdown, Bryan Station. They lead 13-7, Tom.
We had 2 defenders on him, but the ball was thrown beyond the defenders, and the was it Green that scored the touchdown there?
Yeah.
Green able to get a step on the defenders, and that's all he needed.
30-yard touchdown. Here comes the PAT. Indians get there and block it. PAT blocked. That preserves a 6-point deficit, and a nice block by number 3, Pruitt, to get in there and knock it out. 7:46 to play in the first half. Indians now trail 13-7. Back in 1 minute, folks, on WBONTV.com.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in Central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Open, member FDIC.
Gowdy gets a good return for the Indians as they will take over at their own 31-yard line, Tom, which is basically where they would have had the football had they picked up the first down on the punt fake. And the officials now move it up to the 32-yard line.
All right, you ready for this? Yedidia Sledge in on the stop along with Devin Tall.
It's not you said. That's Yedidia.
Yedidia. I'm using the southern part of Kentucky version.
I like it. Hey, score update, folks. Bryan Station here on top 13-7. Oldham County on top of GRC 14-7 in the first half in that one. Burton gains 2, maybe 3 yards up to the 35-yard line to bring up 2nd down and 7. Bryan Station coaching staff asking for a hold. We can hear them over in the box or to the booth next to us, Tom.
That's because that window's missing. Okay, it's kind of fun to get there.
Yeah. I mean, 2nd down and 7. The Indians need the 42 for a first down at their own 35-yard line. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right for Centers. Hand off to Parks, and there is no running room. And again, this offensive line has not come to play tonight. Back to the 31-yard line, they'll lose 4 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Well, basically what Bryan Station is doing is they're stacking the box. I mean, they've got everybody in there but 2 or 3 secondary defenders that are about 10 yards off the ball. And, I mean, if you can't, stop the run with 9 people that close to the line, you're not a very good football team.
That's why the screen pass on those 2 big plays in the first quarter worked, because they were bringing so many guys to the quarterback. Showing pressure here up the middle. They back off. Centers Hands it off to Holberg, and he will lose yardage.
Yeah.
Back inside the 30. The running game ain't working, folks. It'll be 4th down. Loss of a yard, and the Indians will have to punt. 6:02 to play in the first half. Madison Central trailing at 13-7, 13 unanswered points by Bryan Station and Mr. Damon Green, who has scored a 96-yard return touchdown and caught a 30-yard touchdown pass from Tariq Mulder. The last drive for the defenders. And speaking of Green, he is back to return the punt here. A nice punt again as it takes a Madison Central bounce and will be downed inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Might have picked up a couple of extra yards as number 23 for the Indians, Adrian Parks, was back there. Make it 22. That's Justin Anderson downed it. But Green looked like he was poised to pick it up and take off with it. So be safe and go ahead and down the football.
Had to be close to about 40 yards on that kick.
41. Look at your math. I'm proud of you.
I use all my toes and fingers whenever possible.
Well, I'd appreciate it if you put your shoes back on.
Well, that's my calculator. I learned that. I don't use those things with the buttons. I use my fingers and toes.
1st and 10, Bryan Station, and before they snap the football, they want to talk it over. The defenders lead 13-7, folks. We will send it back to the station for 1 minute and come right back on WBONTV.com.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown.
The perfect place to host your next event.
Back at Madison Central High School. Tom, how about the hit there by Adrian Parks as he almost brought down the defender running back with his arm and a little WWE style tackle there.
Yeah, Steiner line is what they called that back in the day. So he was able to stick an arm out there and just about decapitated the running back. I'm exaggerating, of course.
Loss of 3. Maggie Holberg watching us tonight. So it took her a while to find us, Tom, but she has got us tuned in and heard some good news about Maggie a couple of weeks ago from her daughter-in-law. Glad she's doing better.
Good.
2nd down and 13 as Mulder will throw out in the flat. The pass is complete.
Oh.
A good tackle by Pruitt. That should have been a flag as the receiver threw the football in the chest of the Indian safety as Olinger was the man that made the tackle. And there is a flag behind the play. It's against Bryan Station.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Brenda Fugit watching us as well says go Indians. Nikki Bowman Morin says excellent punt, Patrick Morin. And
oh yeah.
We got David Rye watching us as well, and Tobias Storm. Oh, it's like, why is Tobias watching us tonight? Well, he's off tonight. He's the quarterback of Madison Southern.
Yeah. Enjoy your week off, Tobias. You'll be ready to go again next week.
I seen it said Tobias Storm in the building. That must mean he is here tonight. As
he's
they're going to mark this. They're going to say it's a penalty against Madison Central.
No, we waived it off.
Oh, they waived the penalty off. Okay. Well, that's one way to do it, Tom.
I think this is a substitution infraction.
Okay.
So that's where I don't know.
Yeah, it looked like that they were trying to run a player off, and then he stayed on the field. The referees called substitution infraction, but then pulled it back. So the flag is null and void. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3, short 4 for Bryan Station with 4:38 to play in the first half, and they lead 13-7.
Sounds like my savings account, null and void.
2 receivers left, one to the right for Mulder. He will Handed off to Bond, who runs right into a tackle. A nice tackle made by Sawyer Cruz, I believe, number 33.
Oh, yeah.
No gain, 4th and 3 coming up for the defenders.
I really like watching the linebackers for the Indians. I really like how they're able to read the play and then shoot the gaps and able to make stops like that. And that, that's a big stop right there.
Well, when you got Travion Parks, you got Sawyer Cruz, and you've got different levels. You've got Kyron Jackson, who's a really good between the tackles guy. You've got Parks, who's a great athlete. You've got Chenault, who's a great athlete. And you've got Cruz, who is just a guy that makes tackles. A terrible punt here by Bryan Station will take an Indians bounce and go out of bounds at midfield. Great field position coming up by the Indians as Taylor
13-yard punt.
Got a 13-yard punt.
Ouch. Well, that's good for the Indians. They have great field position now. Their second best field position of the night. Now let's take advantage of it and go down there and grab that lead right back here with 3:35 to go in the half.
14-7. Oldham County over top of GRC at the half. A good one from up there in Oldham County, and they have a 7-point lead at halftime.
Yes.
Looking for a district title here tonight up in near Louisville.
I'm pulling for them. I don't want to go up there next.
We got to win, too.
Yeah.
Centers rolling right. He'll throw.
Oh, no.
Picked off.
No.
Threw it over the head of Holbrook, and the pass is picked off by the safety, number 18, Devin Tall. And Tom and the Indians give it right back to him.
Yeah, the pass was way overthrown for the intended receiver, and the safety's another 10 yards behind the play.
Yeah.
It just went right to him.
You know, the Indians have tried that rollout play so many times this year, and I can't remember one time where something good happened from it. Yeah. A lot of times, Centers is sacked when he's rolling out. This time, he throws the pick.
Well, defense got to step it up again. They had a good stop last time. Let's see if they can do it back-to-back here.
Again, 14-7, Oldham County over top of GRC. Thanks to Keith Hardiman for reporting the score for us tonight. 1st and 10 for the defenders of Bryan Station. Little screen pass out in the flat to Taylor, and he is wrapped up immediately and thrown down for no gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10, 3:18 to play in the first half.
Trying to see what coach that is over here on the left with the shorts on for Madison Central.
I think it's the offensive lineman coach.
Yeah, I think so too. Hey, he was the biggest cheerleader for the team on that play. He loves those kind of plays.
2nd down and 11. They're going to say a 1-yard loss on the play.
And it was the defensive end and the tackle on that side that, bottled that play up.
Little option play, yes. And Chenault reads it and able to get there for another 1-yard loss. Great read by Chenault. He didn't even look at the quarterback. He ran straight for the running back of Bryan Station and brings him down for another 1-yard loss back to the 31-yard line. It will bring up 3rd down and 12 with 2.5 to play in the first half. And, Tom, if the Indians get the stop here, you get the football back and a chance to, again, go down the field and take the lead before halftime. And keep in mind, Madison Central will receive the second half kickoff.
Yeah, Tayshawn, great speed. The kid's like, 6 foot 185. So for a big guy, man, he can move.
And another player having to come out because of the knee pad issue.
When did this come into effect all of a sudden,
I've seen it all kinds tonight.
I've never seen it called this year till tonight. Right. Make sure their knee pads are on.
They're going to throw, and the incompletion will bring up 4th down. That's 2 good things there. You get the incompletion and the clock stops.
Caden Ellington on the defense there for Madison Central, and kind of gave him a little hello bump there after the ball went flying over his head, the intended receiver.
So it's 4th down. They will send Story back to return. Ballard leaves Scott County 26-24 at halftime.
Wow. That's surprising to me.
Here comes Taylor to punt. Story back to return. Indians bring pressure. Another short punt as this one takes an Indian bounce to the 49-yard line of Madison Central. So again, good field position with 1:46 to play.
We just got rid of about 2 minutes of clock time is all that happened on that exchange, and we lost a yard. So starting from our own 49-yard line this time. Let's see. Come on, offense. Let's see what you can do this time. They need, honestly, they need to sustain a drive here. And they're going to have to pass with 1:46. But let's see what they can do on the ground and using what timeouts they have left. Couple of passes here, see if we can't get some points on the board before halftime.
1st and 10. Center's up under center. He'll pitch it out to Parks. Ball is loose.
No.
And Bryan Station picks it up.
Kern.
Tom, another mistake by Madison Central. The last 2 drives for the Indians, 1 play, 1 turnover.
Giovanni Watson with the recovery for the defenders. Frank Parks Jr., the head coach over there, doing jumping jacks after that. How many takeaways is that? 3 for them already? Yeah.
2 fumbles by Parks and an interception. So now the defenders have a chance to add to the lead. Minute 39 to play in the first half, and Mulder looking right. He'll throw right. Pass should have been picked off.
Thought we had one. Thought we had a little bingo there by Caden Ellington.
He read it perfectly, too.
Yep, just bounced off his hands. You know, if I was Coach Centers, I'd get a big 5-gallon bucket of pine tar and set it on the bench and have my have my halfbacks go in and get that done.
I think 46 has got his hand right.
Yeah, I think his hand is wrapped up, maybe even a cast on that right arm. That may have prevented him from picking that one off.
Oh, okay.
Hand off to Bond. Bounces off at a couple of defenders and gets it inside the 30 for a first down.
Again, the defense had the stop there, but you got to make the tackle. And when you start to become fatigued, you start tackling high. When you're not fatigued, you tackle the correct way. You're grabbing the legs and the ankles and bringing them down. If you wrap up a leg or an ankle, they're not going to go anywhere. But that time, the tackles were high. He was easily able to bounce off the initial hit and score the first down.
92 total yards now for Bryan Station in the first half, only 58 for the Indians. We are under 1 minute to play in the first half. Mulder going deep, and that pass is incomplete. Intended for number 4, Taylor, and Mulder just threw it too far past him.
Looks like the defensive secondary at this end of the field playing a little bit of a zone down there.
2nd down and 10. Indians have had the football for 9 minutes and 43 seconds, but they have turned the ball over 3 times.
Is that Kinley they have in there at free safety?
Starting safety now this last couple of weeks.
Well, he made a nice play on it. He kept his eye on the quarterback the entire way. He saw the receiver coming. He had a good angle. He got in front of him and was able to be Johnny on the spot. The ball was just overthrown.
Hand off to Bond. Gets away from a couple of defenders and is going to have a big pickup and a first down as a flag comes in the secondary. And they throw the flag at the 20-yard line, Tom, and what looks to be a hold. If it is, they would basically just replay 2nd down, but a nice job by Bond. He got away from Parks, then got away from Cruz and picked up a first down, but the flag is against the defenders. It is a hold. It'll be 2nd down and 10, basically.
Yeah, you had a lineman that after the initial play where they missed 2 tackles, he was going down, and one of the defensive cornerbacks for the Indians was going over to make a tackle, and he just grabbed a hold of him. You can't just grab them. You've got to block them.
2nd down and 10. They'll just basically replay 2nd down and 11, so they'd lose a yard on the penalty, basically. Mulder looking left. He'll throw. Incomplete. 3rd and 11 coming up. That will stop the clock at 35.1. And if the defenders don't pick it up here, Tom, they're going to go for it, so you got to stop them on 2 more plays, basically, to get out of this half with a 6-point deficit. Indians again will receive the second half kickoff. 3 turnovers in the first half for Madison Central.
Hurts.
We have seen it all year long, Tom, just kicking themselves in the foot and making the mistakes. Last week it was penalties that really hurt them. This week it's 3 turnovers in the first half.
Well, 2 opportunities to tackle the ball carrier in the backfield, and they're tackling up around the shoulders, and that's not going to get the job done against a good athlete.
A lot of confusion on this play for Bryan Station as they finally get set. They will fake it to Bond, and Mulder will throw. Almost picked off. Gowdy came from guarding one man to almost pick that pass off. He had it in his hands but could not control it all the way to the ground. It'll bring up 4th down and 11. And, Tom, again, you could say, well, the ball is slippery. That could be what's causing these turnovers. But Bryan Station has none in the first half.
That's true, especially carrying the ball. That's where they kill you. If you're running the football, you got to tuck it away. You can't be reckless with it, and use 2 arms if you have to, and just hang on to that possession. And we got a timeout on the field now.
Some score updates from around the area. After beginning the season undefeated, Berea has lost 2 straight. And in the first half, they trail Frankfort 28-0.
Wow.
That game can be heard on 103.5 WKXO. No Madison Southern tonight, so Don and Rick calling the Berea game, and they trail in the first half 28-0. The big game that we're paying attention to, Oldham County is on top of Clark County 14-7 at halftime. And another big score, Ballard on top of Scott County 26-24 at the half. And Lexcath on top of Anderson County 34-0. Tates Creek leads Henry Clay 26-0 after the third quarter. So a lot of scores from around the area there for you. Here it's 4th down and 11 with 30 seconds to play basically in the first half. Madison Central trailing at 13-7. The Indians with 3 turnovers in the first half. Damon Green with back-to-back touchdowns, a 96-yard return touchdown for Bryan Station, and then a 30-yard touchdown catch later in the second quarter has given Bryan Station a 13-7 lead. And they had the football going for it on 4th down and 11.
Well, it's going to be a pass to this side. I think everybody in the stands can tell that too. So let's see if our defense can play it.
Mulder going to roll out, throw, and the pass is complete. Is it enough for a first down? It looks to be, and it is. Indians playing zone coverage in the secondary, and the receiver, Antonio Davis, just basically finds a hole, sits down in that hole, and picks up the first down. 23.6 to play. The defenders have no timeouts left. And they'll snap the football and spike it to stop the clock with 19.9 to play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Defenders with the lead and the football looking to add to it before the half comes to an end. Samantha Burford will have our halftime interview, which is brought to you by Gillum's Sports Lounge. The halftime coaches interview. 2 receivers each way for Mulder as he takes the snap, looking, going deep to Green again, and this time it's incomplete. Ball falls to the ground. Great coverage by Deshaun Gowdy as they test him again with Green, who's already got 2 scores in the game. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Well, Gowdy's going to have to play like he's a flypaper out there against Green, because Green is their main weapon. And
only a freshman, too, by the way.
I know they've used him twice already, and they're not afraid to go to him. Only took, about 4.5 seconds off the clock is the only bad thing about that play.
3rd and 10. Mulder looking for Green again. This time they go out in the flat. It's incomplete. 4th and 10 coming up. You can hear the coaching staff from Bryan Station questioning why he threw that pass. You know, even if you make the catch there, you're probably going to be tackled in bounds, and the clock might run down before you get back to the line of scrimmage. So you got to go to the end zone here, 4th down and 10. You could pick up the first down, but if you don't get out of bounds, then the clock will probably run out here in the half.
They must not be confident in their field goal from 35 yards.
As you say that, here comes the field goal
now
unit.
They're going to bring him in.
And the clock winding down. It's going to be close to getting a snap off here. The kicker is number 36. That's James Robinson, a senior. Taylor will hold.
36-yard attempt.
Here's the kick, and it is almost blocked again. It goes through the uprights. Field goal is good. 16-7. Bryan Station in front. We'll go back to the station, and a flag comes in late, as it looks like it'll be against the defenders of Bryan Station. We'll get that call when we come back on WBONTV.com.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estill's Finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Healthy smiles are confident smiles. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is offering a new patient special. X-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride for only $99. They also have a $10 unit Botox special. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers their patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with Cerac. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Madison Central will receive the kickoff. An unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Bryan Station will force them to kick off from their own 25-yard line, so the Indians have a chance at a good return here. Robinson is the kicker. Gowdy and Holbrook back to return, and Gowdy is the speed guy. Robinson gets a little away, a little whip kick. Holbrook will pick it up. He will hand it off to Gowdy. Gowdy trying to find a hole. He's got one here on the near side. Got one man to really beat. Now cuts it back. A flag comes in, and that will do it for the first half. First half will come to an end. I don't think the flag will warrant a play to be snapped, as Samantha Burford gets ready to interview Mark Centers, who will check out the penalty here. Again, I don't think we'll see another snap. The Indians will go to the locker room, and Samantha will talk to Mark Centers, who will get his first half thoughts here as the Indians trail.
All right, Coach, 3 turnovers in the first half. Do you feel like the rain has affected you, and how are you going to fix that?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've been turning it over a lot, but unfortunately, I can't say if the rain's affecting it or not. We just got to stop. We got to stop turning the ball over.
Well, obviously the score doesn't depict it, but tell us your defense. You had to feel like they've been playing lights out.
Defense has been playing very, very well. We gave up the kickoff return for a touchdown and then the ball down on the end zone, but the defense playing pretty well. We got to keep it up. Got to find a way to move the ball and get in the end zone.
So what will you do differently in the second half to win this game?
Well, we're going to go look and make sure that defensively, adjustments-wise, we're fine, and other than that, we're going to try to eliminate the mistakes. That's what's killing us. We're just making too many mistakes.
All right, thanks, Coach Centers. Good luck. All right, we're going to take a 3-minute commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be with Michael and Tom to hear all the halftime statistics right after this message.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy. At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-through and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
At People's Bank, we do it all, from personal banking to business banking and lending services. And unlike some other banks, we make all decisions locally. When you don't have time to wait, count on us. People's Bank is the perfect fit for your busy life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
People's Bank, with lots of locations to serve you. Give them a call at 986-6860 and check them out online, whitakerbank.com.
It's tailgate season at Jack Burford Chevrolet. You can pick out your favorite tailgate connected to a huge selection of new Chevy Silverados right here at Jack Burford Chevrolet. Visit us on the EKU bypass, and you can always shop jackburford.com 24/7, 365. Now what game is on? Oh, this is a good one. It's where Chevys cost less.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on, get real-world experience, and discover who you are meant to be. Be a crime fighter. Be a visionary. Be a colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/colonel.
WBON TV wants to thank you for making us the most popular local news source in the region. WBON TV is now our area's most followed local news source on Facebook and social media. While others try to imitate, you can count on WBON TV to continue to dominate your coverage of news, weather, and of course local sports. Advertising is affordable too. To be part of what we're doing here at WBON TV, email us at information@wbontv.com.
Back on the Bishop's Small Engine Repair Halftime Show. At Bishop's, the variety of outdoor power equipment is second to none. Visit bishopssmallenginerepair.com and search all the latest brands available at Bishop's on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins. Tom, Rosemary Wall watching us tonight, as is Bobby Brenda Fugit watching from Florida.
All right.
All the way down to the Sunshine State. Hopefully they got some sunshine and
Bobby,
some warm air down there. It's cold and wet here.
Send some our way,
Kentucky.
please.
It's time for the accounting of the stats, brought to you by CKI Equipment. And Tom, the first half, not a pretty one by the Indians.
Not at all, and you know, I think Coach Centers hit it on the head. We said the same thing. You cannot shoot yourself in the foot. You cannot turn the ball over in an important football game. And 3 times they gave the ball away, and they fumbled a couple more times that they were able to recover themselves. So fortunate that it wasn't a lot worse than it is. But they're within striking distance right now. You come out, you take the football down the field, and you score a 2-point conversion, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah.
So we've got a good field goal kicker, and he can hit from 35 yards like the kid from Bryan Station did.
Well, that missed extra point for Bryan Station that was blocked by Pruitt could be the difference in the game when we get later on in the fourth quarter. If the Indians score and then they get a field goal at some point in the game, that 1 point could be the difference in the outcome. And the Indians here at home on senior night trying to get their first district win of the year here on the Bishop's Small Engine Repair Halftime Show. And again, the accounting of the stats is brought to you by CKI Equipment and Services in Marbley for all types of equipment repairs and welding. Also offering mobile welding. CKI will come right out to your farm or job site and get you back to work. Call 859-369-1141 for CKI Equipment. Now, third down conversions, the Indians 2 of 5, Bryan Station 1 of 8. Both teams have gone for it on fourth down. Bryan Station 1 of 2. The Indians 0 of 1. Each team, once they have gotten it into red zone, has scored. The Indians and Bryan Station each 1 of 1 as far as red zone chances go. But again, it's 3 turnovers in the Indians, and that's what has killed them here in the first half. They continue to hurt themselves. That has been the issue all year long, whether it be turnovers or penalties or maybe even some questionable play calling at some points throughout the year. That has been the issue for Madison Central. And now you trail 16-7. Your season is not on the line. But it looks like if you lose this game, you're going to have to go to Oldham County. And if you remember correctly, that Oldham County loss was 28-0. You had 44 total yards in the game. That was a brutal loss, and it could have been and probably should have been a lot worse that game for Oldham County and Madison Central. So you go in the locker room, you fix things, you look at what you did wrong, and you come out here in the second half. Let's get the job done, and let's try to pick up a big district win here at home and end this season on a high note.
Yeah, it's going to be, this is going to be 2 quarters of football that are basically going to determine the rest of the season. You know, you have the one game next week that is basically, I call it the
puff game for all the teams. You know, it's a get yourself healthy game before you get into the playoffs. Yeah. But, man, you have got to get it done here in this second half. And they've got the game right now, even with the 3 turnovers. They're right in this football game.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? 9 points is not a lot of points. And when you got a good toe on a kid that's come out here and really helped the team with his punting tonight that no one was counting on. Nobody was counting on an injury. So here we go. We got some good things going. Concentrate on the positive, fix the mistakes, and let's come back out here and score a couple touchdowns and win this.
You know, last year the defense carried the team. The offense was great at times, but that defense last year was unreal. Tonight the defense has kept them again in this ball game. We'll see if the offense can get it going in the second half. We'll be right back, folks. We are live at Madison Central High School on a cold, wet, rainy night in Richmond. We'll be right back on WBONTV.com.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcake, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
CKI Equipment and Services is now open in the former location of Metcalf Metal, but with all new ownership and management of Calvin, Paula, Callie, and Nick Gooch. CKI is your local machinery repair headquarters, in the shop or in the field with CKI's mobile unit. They come to you for all types of welding, stick, MIG, TIG, aluminum, stainless, and mild steel. Everything for your trailers from axles and hubs to lights, wiring, tires, and wheels. CKI Equipment and Services on Highway 52 Irvin Road by Shell.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your to-do list?
Serious house hunting, home improvement projects, or maybe a new car or a boat for summers on the lake. For more than a century, your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank have been helping turn plans into reality. Stop by any of CVNB's branch offices or visit cvnb.com. and find the right personal vehicle or home loan that fits your budget and meets your needs. CVNB, local banking with big-time advantages. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here on WBONTV.com and the Bishop Small Engine Repair halftime show, Tom. GRC tied it up at 14. Oldham County answered and now lead 20-14 in the third quarter of that game for the district championship. Each of these two teams here in Richmond Madison Central and Bryan Station have both lost to each Oldham County and GRC, which sets up the big district championship game over there in Oldham County. Individual stats, not a pretty first half really for anybody other than the green kid for Bryan Station. He's got the 96-yard touchdown return and the 30-yard touchdown catch. Other than that, not a great day for anybody.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's nothing that's really popping off the page except for, of course, like I mentioned, Patrick Morin with
that's true.
106 yards on 2 punts, one of them 65 yards. And, man, you can't ask for anything better than that with a reserve punter. But he's a great kicker. He's shown that. He's dedicated. He was out here early before the rest of the team tonight.
Out there warming up right now.
Yeah, and he's out there again. He's going to do what he needs to do to be good at what he does for this team. And, boy, that's what you want. You want to see that. And he has a routine that he goes through, and it's paying off, paying big dividends for the Indians.
Well, the rain has been coming down the entire night. It has not stopped, and it didn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. So for Madison Central, you come out here and you got to fix those mistakes you had in the first half. 2 fumbles. Well, 3 fumbles, 2 fumbles that you lost, and you threw a pick in the first half. And the individual stats look like this. Adrian Parks, 5 carries, 28 yards, a long of 27 there in the first half. Ashton Holberg, 2 carries for 6 yards. Edgren Sweat, a touchdown run of 4 yards. And Centers through the air, 1 of 5, threw a pick, 24 yards passing. His lone completion was a screen pass to Ashton Holberg that went for 24 yards. For the defenders of Bryan Station, not their defense, but that is their team mascot name, the defenders. Joseph Bond, 9 carries, 48 yards. Tariq Mulder, 1 carry, no yards. Amodius Taylor, 4 carries, -2 yards. And James Robinson had the punt that he just kind of fell on top of, lost 13 yards there. Tariq Mulder, 8 of 18 through the air, 80 yards passing, a touchdown. And receiving, Dadrian Taylor, 4 catches for 28 yards. Damian Green, 2 catches for 44 yards, a 30-yard touchdown included in that. And Antonio Davis with 1 catch for 12 yards. That gave them a first down in that last drive and helped them set up that field goal as the first half clock expired. 16-7 is your score. Madison Central trailing Bryan Station here in the end of the first half. The Indians will receive the second half kickoff when we come back in 3 minutes on WEKY 92.5 and WBONTV.com.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling has the largest showroom in Central Kentucky with all the power sports products you can dream of for your next adventure. Gateway Cycles has a qualified, certified service department, friendly sales staff so you can ride free and play hard. Local people serving local people. We are here to make your dream a living adventure. Stop in and see us today at Gateway Cycles in Mount Sterling or visit us at gatewaycycles.com.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estel's finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Healthy smiles are confident smiles. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is offering a new patient special. X-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride for only $99. They also have a $10 unit Botox special. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers their patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
We are also live on WBONTV.com. Tom Gross and Michael Watkins. Here, Tom. Tom Zealy in the Morning Zoo crew every single weekday morning.
That's right.
Except when you're on vacation like you were earlier this week.
I took 2 days off for R&R, man. I needed it badly.
Yeah, you was out celebrating that big fantasy football win for your team last Sunday.
I know. That guy I beat, he was undefeated. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it hurt. I still haven't recovered from it yet.
Well, you'll be all right. It didn't knock you out of first place. You're still tied.
Oh, it did. Well, I'm tied for first.
You're
but
tied
I'm not,
for first.
I'm not in first anymore.
Well, you're going to beat that guy. You'll beat that
I
guy.
hope so.
That's at 6-1.
Indians here, trailing at 16-7. Frankfort on top of Berea, some of our other coverage area teams. And Estill County trailing Bell County as the second half getting underway there over in Irvine. Estill County, Tom, last couple of weeks, really big wins for them.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to be over in Rockcastle County for the first round of the playoffs in a game that they lost by, I think, less than one score.
Yeah.
So that should be a fun game in the first round of the playoffs. We are still trying to figure out where we will be. It'll either be Oldham County or Clark County, preferably for you and I, Clark County.
Yeah, we need to win tonight. I think a win and we're in Clark County. A loss.
We got to win, and GRC has to lose, which looks like that's going to be the case there. They are trailing right now by 6. But if we lose and Clark County wins, then we still go there.
Well,
so we have to do the opposite of whatever GRC does tonight in order to go over there next week.
Gotcha.
Which I feel like, either way, if we're 4th place and they're first, or we're 3rd place and they're second, our best chance at picking up a win in the first round of the playoffs is against GRC.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right on that, because I think they we saw some really good play last week. The last 3 quarters really didn't look that bad,
I mean, Sinners threw 3 touchdowns last week, and, if we could have just stopped Israel, who is going to be a really good running back no matter who he plays against. Yeah. He is just he's fast and elusive and a great running back for GRC. And their quarterback last week is what hurt us. I think he threw 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah, and, Israel, I think I saw on the stats, the statewide stats from everybody, he was like in 5th place overall in the state.
Yeah, so, not just his class, in the entire state.
In the entire state, all classes. So he is definitely a force to be reckoned with when you take on the GRC team. But, I thought we did pretty good. He got his yards, but I thought we did a pretty good job of stopping him last week.
Holbrook and Gowdy back to return. The second half kickoff. Madison Central trails by 9 as the second half about to begin. Here's a kickoff from Robinson in the direction of Gowdy. He will let it bounce a couple of times, pick it up at the 5-yard line. Gowdy runs away from the defense, but a great open field tackle by one of the gunners from Bryan Station, and the Indians will take over at their own 16-yard line. Time, not good field position to begin the drive.
Yeah, I know. That's just a great individual effort there to be able to, one-on-one make a stop like that, because you got a player running in the complete opposite direction, and, man, he read it right. And, again, we talked about it earlier this year. If you got your head on their waist, you're not going to miss them. If you see where their waist is going, you're not going to miss them. They can't fake you with their head or their upper body that way.
10-yard return. Here's the offense back out there on a handoff to Burton. A big hole provided. Burton cuts it back up the field and has a first down to the 27, making the 28-yard line. A nice handoff. And again, Tom, that offensive line was brutal in the first half, blocking for these tailbacks. A nice job there to pick up the first down and a gain of 11 for Burton.
Think about next year. what is he, a sophomore? So he's got 2 more years as a starting lineman for this team. So, man, the more sophomores that get more experience this year throughout the rest of this season, it's only going to help them in the long run.
Centers will go up under center, and again, a sub will have to come out. That's Lansall for the knee pad issue. William Jacobs comes in, or was that Holbrook? That was Lansall. Second time for him tonight, having to come out because of that issue. They hand it off to Parks up the middle, and Adrian
still on his feet,
carrying defenders with him up to the 34-yard line. Gain of 4. It'll bring up third and about 4 for Madison Central as they trail 16-7 here in the third quarter.
Now, this is where I differ from a lot of people. If I know I've got somebody back there that can make 4 yards up, and I know I've got a couple guys that can create a hole, that I'm going for this on the ground. All you need is 3 yards, and there's somebody back there that can pick this up.
And they won't have to.
No.
Bryan Station comes across the line of scrimmage, and that will be an offsides against Bryan Station and a free first down for Madison Central.
Looks to be number 56, Jeremiah Letcher, who jumped, and I mean, he was like right in between the offensive linemen. And the good thing about that is they did not budge. They know their assignment, and they all were concentrating, and a great job by the Indians there to keep from, at least making the referees think about it a little bit.
My buddy Big Wayne watching tonight on WBON TV, Mr. Madison Southern. Big Eagles fan. Of course, the Eagles off this week, so Wayne tuning into the Indians game. Here's a handoff to Burton, a nice hole again. And Joe gains about 5 as a late flag comes in. It's got to be a face mask. It's the only thing that would make sense after the play is over.
Well, I think he was the second defender was reaching around from behind, trying to get a hold of something to hang on to. But it's going to, what do they call it when it just barely touches it?
Yeah, an incidental face mask.
Incidental face mask. So it's a first down, nevertheless.
Every time when I played high school basketball that I got called for a technical, it was always an incidental incident that I got called technical.
Exactly. Same with me. Anytime I had a flag and football, it was incidental contact.
1st and 10 into Bryan Station territory at the 49-yard line. Centers will hand it off to Burton. Left side. I tell you what, credit to Joe there. There was nowhere to go. He lowered that shoulder and picked up the only yard that he could on that handoff. And he's not going to run over anybody, Tom. He will run away from people.
Yeah.
That time, there was nowhere for him to go when he gets a yard, and that's it. 2nd down and 9 as we are here live in Richmond. Berea, the Pirates, trailing at 28-0 with 6:45 to play in the third quarter versus Frankfort. That game again on 103.5 WKXO. They will give Burton 1.5 yards on the handoff.
That's a nice run. And he could have lost yardage on that play. Just a good effort by the athlete there.
Here is Centers. He will hand it off to Burton, and a false start called against Madison Central. They've been ahead of the sticks, Tom, this entire drive. Now only a 1-yard pickup on first down, and now you lose 5 because of the false start. That'll back it up to a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, that's not good. We need to stay ahead of the sticks, and we need 3, 4, 5 yards a play to move it down there and get some points on the board. Very important.
Yeah, one thing Madison Central doesn't do a whole lot of is those big chunk plays that you see.
Right.
Really quick score update. GRC takes the lead over Oldham County, 21-20. The score there. GRC now on top of Oldham County in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Would have been a good ball game to watch, that's for sure.
Holberg up the middle, bounces off the defender, and Holberg has it at the 43 of Bryan Station. And another knee pad issue as Holbrook runs back to pick it up and put it in his left pant leg. The referees, what is there, 6, 7 guys have been asked to leave the field thus far because of a knee pad issue. It's going to be 3rd down. They're at the 43-yard line, need the 30, past the 39 for a first down, 3rd and 4.
All right, big play here, guys. Let's do it.
And I wouldn't be shocked to go run game here because you're probably going to go for it on 4th down even if you don't get it. They do give it to Parks. He kind of bobbles the football, holds on to it, and picks up 2 yards. That was dangerous. He bobbled it a couple of times, Tom, and as he was going into the defense, just had gotten a couple of, or just had kind of finally got the full grip on it as he picks up 2 yards, and the Parks will bring up 4th down and 2 now.
I like your sneak on this one. Let that big quarterback just drive through that defensive line.
Centers sends Holbrook in motion. You need 2 big yards. The coach over here to our left hollering yellow. That might mean quarterback sneak as the defenders bring pressure up the middle. Now they have to back off. And a false start against Madison Central. I don't know what they're waiting on, Tom. Why did they not snap the football?
Well, they're going to get a false start, but I don't think the player that jumped over there, it looked like it was Holberg that moved, but I think, and then he started looking at his arm and looking toward the quarterback like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know why they delayed snapping the football for so long. Now you have to throw it basically on 4th and 7. So 2 false start penalties on this set of downs, and the Indians are 0 of 1 so far on 4th down when they ran the fake punt with Morin. Centers will throw. He's going out in the flat to Holberg, and he's got the first down. Big catch, and Holberg again with a nice pickup to get the first down. And the Indians fans asking for a flag for a helmet-to-helmet hit. They won't get one, as the ball now at the 34 of Bryan Station, and a great drive being put together here by the Indians.
Holberg, great concentration. He did 2 things right. He watched the ball all the way into his hands. He concentrated on that, didn't worry about the defense until after he caught the ball, tucked it away, and then was able to get the big gain. Great play that time.
1st and 10. Centers up under center, pitches it out to Parks. He lost it again and able to fall on it somehow. That is the 2nd time the Indians have ran that pitch play on a toss back to Parks, and both times he has been unable to catch it and take off running with it. He'll come back out, and Burton will come back in as the Indians lose 4, make it 5 on the play.
Well, I'm watching Parks on the sideline, and there's something going on with his hands. Now somebody came over and gave him some gloves or something. It looked like. So he's having a real issue with hanging on to that football tonight for some reason.
Was it the Little Rascals? Or no, it was the Little Giants where the guy couldn't hold on to the football.
Right. Little Rascals. I like that.
2nd down and 15. Centers will throw. Over the middle. Pass picked
off.
Picked off by the safety from Bryan Station. And he will return it to the 45-yard line as Centers throws his 2nd pick of the ball game.
Well, that wasn't good. And again, it was the same situation.
Same player that picked out the first one, too.
Overthrow. And not just, it wasn't just a close overthrow. No way the receiver could even climb a ladder and go up and try to get that ball. It was way over his head and right to the defensive safety.
Centers has now thrown 12 interceptions on the year. Rough week this week for Cannon. Last week had a couple of fumbles. Tonight, 2 picks. 1st and 10. Mulder hands it off. It is number 7,
Legs,
Taylor.
yeah, there you go.
Good defense by McAlpin to bring him down.
You got to get his legs or give him a suplex like McAlpin did there. Yeah, I mean, he just used his body and his momentum. Another good thing is if you are moving in the right direction defensively and can wrap him up and take him down with you, that's exactly what he did, and it turned out to be a great play.
Such a disheartening turnover. Madison Central has moved the football great all game long, but they've gotten it into Bryan Station territory several times tonight and just turned it over.
Let's get the ball back here. What do you say?
See if we can get a turnover one time.
Yeah, we need one.
Get that momentum back on our side. Here's Mulder. Looking deep. He'll step into a throw. Down the field it goes. Incomplete. Was worried there might be a flag there. A lot of pushing and shoving on that far side, and an Indian player is hurt. That's Kinley, I believe. Nope, not Kinley. That's Gowdy.
That's not good.
That's a big piece of this Indian secondary. It's Sean Gowdy, and he's got that right leg up in the air, wincing in pain.
Yeah.
And the Indians We'll come over there and check on him. Gowdy is hurt. He is off the field. We will take a commercial break and come back on WEKY and WBONTV.com.
Gillum Sports Lounge is the place to go to watch your favorite team, whether it be EKU, Kentucky, or your favorite local high school team on WBON TV. Gillum's has you covered on one of their many flat-screen TVs. Gillum's has something on the menu for everyone. Pizza, burgers, mouth-watering appetizers, subs, sandwiches, salads, and more. And Gillum Sports Lounge is the perfect place to host your next event in one of their private rooms. When you think local food in Richmond, think Gillum Sports Lounge at 830 Eastern Bypass inside the Richmond Mall.
Hometown Dental in Richmond has been serving the people of Madison County for many years. Now when you go to Hometown Dental, you can get everything you need under one roof because Hometown Dental now offers orthodontics. Hometown Dental is a full-service family dentistry dental group with a personal touch. Check out their website, hometowndentalrichmond.com, to learn about their services and staff at Hometown Dental, located at 4095 Atwood Drive, Suite A in Richmond. Mention this ad and get free x-rays or $100 off Zoom whitening treatment at Hometown Dental.
Madison Central trailing it 16-7. Deshaun Gowdy being carried off the field, and it looks like a right leg issue, Tom, and that's not good for the Indians' secondary. I mean, their best cornerback. He's really a shutdown type of corner, and again being carried off the field by Jacob Waldecker, the trainer and a coach. You know, looking over, I don't see anything, Tom, which
I don't know,
but it doesn't look good for Deshaun Gowdy. We are not doctors.
No.
And we are.
Well, when you can't put your own weight on it, that's you know, they're going to have him get him checked out right away. They got him already back in the medic tent there, so let's hope it's not serious.
Pass is complete to Green, and his progress that brought him back to the football will put him about a yard short of the first down marker. It'll be 4th and inches for Bryan Station. And you can see that Madison Central, they have Gowdy matched up with Green all game long. As soon as he goes out of the ball game, Mulder goes after the guy that came in for him, and Green picks up about 12 yards, a yard, not even a 4 yards short of the first down marker. They're going to measure this.
Well,
I don't think it's close enough for a measurement.
I don't either, but
the officials will do so.
It's going to be short by, if I had a ruler out there, I'd say it'd be short by about 7 inches. It's the toe of the ball is not on the 44-yard line, and it needs to be short. There. 6 inches. What do you think?
Yeah, it's about
7. Like I said, 6, 7 inches short.
As long as the Pepsi can.
Yeah. Now Pepsi can's 5 inches.
Is it?
Yeah. See.
I'm not very good at that stuff, man. I'm glad you got it. You can put your socks back on.
I only needed my hands for that.
That's true.
Because there's only a few inches there.
4th and inches.
It's over 10. I got to use my toes.
You got to think Bond has got to get the handoff here. In the shotgun, here's Mulder with Bond to his left.
Oh, man, he had movement.
And I think he's going to be short. Indians are saying they stopped him. It'll depend on the spot, but I don't think he got it.
No, the ball's closer to the 45-yard line now than it was.
Madison Central actually has the football, and they will say no first down.
Big defensive play right there.
1st and 10, Madison Central, 3:13 to play. And now, Tom, you have to start wondering about the clock.
Well, yeah, and you're down 2 scores, so you know you've got a kid with a toe that can kick a long one for you to get you 3 points that you're going to need here in a bit.
28-20, Clark County on top of Oldham County with 3:28 to play in the 4th quarter. Oldham County has to score and go for 2 to put that game into overtime. Here's Centers, up under center. He will hand it off to Burton. Burton, nowhere to go, no gain. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Madison Central.
Giovanni Watson, he's just getting up there. He's got the long, kind of like the long ponytail hanging off the back of his jersey for those of you watching on WBONTV.com. Gosh, that guy has been in on I don't know how many of the running plays, at least making contact in the backfield.
2nd down, they're going to give Burton about a half a yard. So it's second down and about 9.5. Holberg in motion. They pitch it out to Burton. Joe with good blocking in front, and a flag comes in. The ball came out. They're going to whistle it dead.
Yeah, he should have been down. He hit the ground hard, and then the ball popped up.
It was a hard hit, and Burton is slow to get up.
Oh, yeah, that had to hurt.
He is going to gingerly, very gingerly walk off to the sideline there. I'll be shocked if we see that kid back in the game.
Oh.
That was a hard hit.
Yeah, it was just, and now we're got
to make matters worse,
penalty.
Holding against Madison Central. So second down and 9 turns now into second down and 19 at the 36-yard line. It's gone from bad to worse for Madison Central as they need to get to the 45 of Bryan Station for a first down.
Holbrook, number 2, and Lansall, number 10, check in. And they're both coming to the near side. We might have something there. See what they decide to do here.
Holberg goes left to right. They will give it to Parks, right side, and again, nowhere to run. I mean, the running game has not been there. You've got second down and 19, and you run it right side for no gain. 3rd and 20 coming up. Minute 47 to play. Indians not much confidence right now in the passing game. After again, Center's had a good week last week. 3 touchdown passes against a pretty good GRC defense. And now on 3rd and 20, you got to throw it here. And the rain has not stopped. It has been a steady rainfall. It's not been a hard rain. It's just been a steady rain the entire night. Holberg, right to left now. They fake it to Parks. Center screen pass. Holberg makes the catch. And he is wrapped up from behind after a gain of 11 to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down and 9. And the Indians are going to punt it away.
Got a good chunk of real estate back on that, but just not enough to take the chance with, you still got a whole quarter left to go in less than a minute now. So how about a big 65-yard or 55-yard punt and kill it inside the 5-yard line down there?
Morin stands at his own 33-yard line. Gets it away. A good spiral on the football as it takes a Madison Central bounce inside the 20 and down at the 18-yard line.
Good punt. That was close to 40 yards.
Three punts, an average of 47.3 yards per punt.
That's awesome. Somebody might have lost their job after they got injured. I mean, it makes a difference, folks. The special teams punting, especially in the high school game, you're averaging over 40 yards a punt. Man, that's field position, and that means a lot in this game. So we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do here after this game and next week.
Handoff goes to, that's Bond, left side, and he will go no gain.
Well, getting a little piece of him in there was Edgerrin Sweat, and he got the left shoulder pad on the ball carrier. He was being blocked over there, but not only did he get a shoulder pad on the ball carrier, he knocked the blocker down in the same fell swoop. So he held the play up so that the rest of the defense could come in there and make the stop. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Wow.
3rd quarter comes to an end. Madison Central trailing at 16-7, folks. Don't go anywhere. We'll come right back on WBONTV.com.
When you're in Estill County and get the hungries, be sure to eat at Estill's Finest. In the mood for the best barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, steaks, ribs, or burgers? Follow the smoke to the House of Q. And for the best pizza, pasta, or salad, head on down to the Steam Engine Pizza Pub. No matter what you're craving, remember Estill's Finest, Steam Engine Pizza Pub on Main Street, or for mouth-watering barbecue, it's House of Q on River Drive in Irvine.
Healthy smiles are confident smiles. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is offering a new patient special. X-rays, exam, cleaning, and fluoride for only $99. They also have a $10 unit Botox special. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry offers their patients single visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Holder credit there. He was facing pressure in his face and delivered a shot to Taylor as a flag comes in. This might be offensive pass interference. The receiver got space somehow. We'll see who this flag is against. It looks like it's against Madison Central. As the defender led with his helmet, that might be what the flag is. The official walks over, gives us the signal. Unsportsmanlike conduct against each team. They call it against Bryan Station, so an unsportsmanlike conduct against Bryan Station. It will still be a first down. They just won't get the yardage. So there'll be a first down at the 27-yard line. So you take away the yardage because the flag came in after the play. The first down still stands, but you just take it away on the yardage. So now 2 receivers each way from Alder as he hands it to number 7. That is at Taylor, and he will go nowhere. No gain. Second down and 10 coming up. Hugh, you got a score update for us? 28-26, 2.7 seconds to go. 28-26, they're going for 2? 28-26, GRC on top. We will find out if the 2-point conversion was good or not here in just a moment.
No, Cardinals have the ball.
Okay, game's over. So GRC knocks off Oldham County for the district championship. 7:53 to play. Mulder fakes the handoff, throws complete, and the completion is to number 8. That is Davis again. He's had a couple of catches on this drive. That'll be close to a first down. It'll bring up 3rd and short. So, Tom, it looks like if the Indians lose, we'll be going to Clark County.
Well, that's true. And really the only positive, you don't want to see them lose.
28-26, final score. The Cards have the ball. They stop the 2-point conversion and win the football game. How about that? There's a big handoff at the middle, touchdown. Touchdown to Bond. There is a flag in the middle of the field as the Indians have a player down. That's McAlpin. The flag sits at the 19-yard line. We'll see if this is against, it's a hold against Bryan Station.
So wipe that 6 off the
that would have been ball game too. Was 3 scores with 7 seconds or 7 minutes to go. That would have been the ball game, and Bryan Station would have got the victory.
That's big too.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 12 from the 29-yard line.
And the hold looked like, Michael, it was in the defensive secondary where the infraction occurred because they marked it off from the spot.
You know what's weird to me, Tom? You look at the regular season games within the district. I'll get back to that point after this play. It's 3rd and 12. Mulder looking over the middle. Now throws right. Pass is caught for a first down. But Bryan Station played very close with Oldham County. Madison Central played very close with GRC. You flip-flop it. Bryan Station did not play close with GRC, and Madison Central didn't play close with Oldham County as a player is down for Bryan Station. So it looks like because of the matchup, the 2 lower seeds got the better matchup if Madison Central doesn't come back in this ball game. But we will see as the injured player down on the ground. We will take a short commercial break and come back in 30 seconds, folks, on WBONTV.com.
At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-thru and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy. At Madison Drug, Charles and his staff know your time is valuable and will work to get you in and out quickly. We have a convenient drive-thru and offer free delivery. For vaccinations, just walk right in, no appointment necessary. Madison Drug, Richmond's hometown pharmacy.
Back on WBON TV. Madison Central trailing 16-7, Tom. The injured player down on the field for Bryan Station. 28-26 the final score as Oldham County falling to GRC. And how about GRC? You know, you talk about the turnaround for Berea football. GRC a couple of years ago didn't win a game in the regular season either. And now with the new field, they will celebrate being district champs over there in Winchester.
And unless we get something going quickly in this football game, we'll be back over there in 2 weeks.
And we like that drive a lot better than Oldham County, but if the Indians can pull out a win here tonight, we'll take it. Yeah, I did miss it. I was doing the Berea game that night, Tom.
Yeah, you had to go every bit of 20 miles that night.
I didn't even drive that night. I think Gage drove.
I asked for Lewis and Clark to help me find the school up there.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff to Bond down the right sideline, and he will get it into the 1 yard line, out of bounds at the 1.
Looked like Chris Olinger was the one who shoved him out of bounds.
So here we go, 1st and goal for GRC, and again, one score could salt this one away. I mean, for Madison Central. I'm off tonight. Bryan Station a chance to really put it away here, Tom.
It's the rain, man. Trust me.
You walk down there. Is it coming down pretty hard?
It's a very steady drizzle. Yes.
They've got Bond in the backfield. Be shocked if he doesn't get the handoff here. They do give it to him. Up the middle he goes. Touchdown, Bryan Station.
Yep, he got it that time.
22-7. 6:20 to play, and that might be enough to put this one out of reach for Madison Central.
That same lineman that was down earlier, he's really struggling out there. I don't know if it's fatigue. I know he's going to his knees a lot, maybe just trying to get his breath, but he's going to stay in there.
6:20 to play, 22-7 is your score.
Gonna
kick. PAT pending from Robinson. Here's the PAT. It's up, and it is through the uprights. 23-7, Tom. Still a two-score game. 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions. Can Madison Central pull it off? When we come back in 1 minute on WEKY and WBONTV.com.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Hey everyone, Marissa Hempel here, News Director with Richmond's very own WBONTV.com. If you've got a story, news tip, or fantastic idea or angle for a local feature, I want you to contact me directly at marissa@WBONTV.com. Send us your pics and video through all of our links on WBONTV.com. Look for me on Facebook and Twitter too. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own WBONTV.com. We're your local source for news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Return coming from Holbrook at the 11. Get a good return here. Holbrook cuts it back left. Nowhere to go as he is bottled up at the 30-yard line. Madison Central got to have 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions in 6 minutes and 13 seconds. There is a flag at the 45-yard line of Bryan Station. The official didn't see it.
Well, the one that threw it did, so he's coming down to tell them all about it.
See what the call is. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Madison Central. Oh, it won't help the field position any.
Personal foul, yeah. That's, you don't like the way it is right now, but you don't do that. Come on.
And another flag comes in. Somebody said something as the Indians were walking back to their new line of scrimmage, And it's just unraveled here.
Well, they're going to go half the distance from there, aren't they, from the 15?
So it should be at the 7.5-yard line. It has just gotten away from the Indians here. It's, the season is not what they wanted. William Jacobs, credit the senior there for trying to calm his guys down. They'll spot the football at the 7.5-yard line, and Mark Sanders wants to call a timeout to talk to his guys.
Yes.
6:13 to play. We will take a commercial break and come back, folks, in 1 minute on WBONTV.com.
At Eastern Kentucky University, we recognize greatness starts in the classroom, but it doesn't end there. You have to get hands-on, get real-world experience, and discover who you are meant to be. Be a crime fighter. Be a visionary. Be a colonel. See what you can be. Visit go.eku.edu/colonel.
WBON-TV wants to thank you for making us the most popular local news source in the region. WBON-TV is now our area's most followed local news source on Facebook and social media. While others try to imitate, you can count on WBON-TV to continue to dominate your coverage of news, weather, and of course local sports. Advertising is affordable too. To be part of what we're doing here at WBON-TV, email us at information@WBONTV.com.
Back on WBON-TV, the Indians have it at their own 7.5-yard line after 2 personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct penalties. Centers will throw. Out in the flat, incomplete to Holberg, 6:10 to play. 23-7. Looks like Madison Central will go to Winchester and take on GRC. Oldham County will await Bryan Station, and GRC will be your district champs. 23-7. Indians incomplete on that last play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 from their own 7.5-yard line.
Well, Oldham County led 28-0 over Bryan Station, and then Bryan Station basically outplayed them from that point on. It was 41-28 the final, but Bryan Station scored 28 points in the second half of that football game.
Bad snap here. Sanders just picks it up, tries to run with it. No gain. 3rd and 10 coming up. Yeah, Tom, I mean, if you look at the regular season matchups, Madison Central, GRC, Bryan Station, Oldham County, the way it's set up, the 2 first-round playoff games should be good games. Central lost by 8 to GRC, a 13-point loss for Bryan Station against Oldham County.
But, it impresses me that Bryan Station actually beat them in the second half, 28-13. But they got down 4 scores. You can't, that's tough.
Centers going deep, intended for Holbrook, and it is picked off. A little back shoulder throw, it looked like, and I think that was Green. It was who picked off the pass, the 3rd pick of the game, thrown by Cannon Centers. And with 5:15 to play, Bryan Station will bring their offense back out and try to salt this clock away and walk away with their first district win of the year in the last district game of the year.
Going to see a little ground game. Run that clock.
1st down and 10. Bryan Station.
Did you see our producer got my EKG after I took my little walk there? It's off the charts, man.
Very urgent care. You might have to go over there, Tom, after.
I know.
Here's the handoff to Taylor, and he'll gain 5 to the 39-yard line. Madison Central will fall to 1-8 on the year before heading to Southwestern next week, and that won't be an easy task either.
Well, where is Southwestern?
It's over in Pulaski County, over in Somerset. They are 3-5 on the season before tonight.
Okay. That's a pretty good trip over there then.
Yeah, it's about a 45-minute drive to Somerset.
Uh-huh.
maybe an hour.
45 to an hour. Well, because it is on the southwest side of Somerset.
Second down, has the handoff to Taylor again. He'll lose a yard back to the 40. Yeah, Southwestern had a big overtime win earlier in the year against Madison Southern in a game that Don and Rick did for us. Third down and 6 coming up. Yes, so the Indians will end the regular season there, and then first round playoff matchup against GRC, a team we just saw last week. What do you think? Do you like the new playoff format? I like it as far as playing your district opponents in the first round. Now, the RPI and all that stuff, I don't really like that. But as far as playing your district teams in the first round, that's similar to how it is in basketball. I like the way that is set up.
Now, you play them the first 2 rounds, correct?
Yep.
Or no? Yes. Okay.
So
yeah, it's good. I mean, it lets you know because you've had a chance to play each of the teams. So you've got a good opportunity to know what you got to do to beat the team.
Good tackle out in the flat by number 28 of Madison Central. That is Tanner McIntosh. First time we've called his name, I think, this year. Fourth down, and the defenders of Bryan Station will punt away with 3:21 to play. Story goes back to return.
Nathan, just a junior, too. So here, there's another experienced player now that will be coming back next year. They're going to have quite a few back next year.
36 punt, 7 is deep.
Robinson at his own 46 awaits the snap, and
everybody moved on that one.
Is this false start or offsides?
Has to be a false start because everybody moved. I mean, everybody went at the same time. Now they're saying it's against the defense?
And it is, looks like.
What?
Yep. Offsides against Madison Central.
What? Everybody jumped.
That'll spot the football at the 36, between the 36 and 37-yard line.
Austin,
and they might go for it now.
Right down the time.
They
on
are.
That, so I can look at that again. I think they jumped off sides. I think they had motion, and then the defense responded to that. But how do you prove that, And even with 4 or 5 officials, you got to be able to see what happened first. And apparently one of them saw somebody from the Indian sideline make the encroachment into the neutral zone.
Bryan Station will go for it, but they call a timeout first. Back in 1 minute, folks. We'll be right back on WEKY and WBONTV.com.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Bryan Station runs a screen pass, or make that a slant pattern pass. Tom Mulder threw a nice ball, just incomplete good defense by Madison Central as they stop them and get the ball back with 2:25 to play. First down and 10 for the Indians from their own 36-yard line.
Yeah, Hunter Griffey out there, senior, getting some playing time in here with 2:25 to go, and did a nice job. Nice contact when the ball arrived.
Should have been the 36. They back it up to the 33-yard line. 2 receivers left, one to the right for centers as he hands it off to Holberg. And Ashton, a face mask, no flag thrown. We've seen that up here, Tom. That is an easy call.
It turned his head about a quarter of a way around.
That should have been an easy call for the official. We saw it up here. An easy face mask call missed by the official here on the near side.
Fans giving it to him. Now they're going to whistle.
And I think Bryan Station called another timeout.
Yeah.
Flag against Centers, and he's seen enough of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was obvious somebody wasn't watching the ball carrier because his head got jerked a quarter of a way around on the tackle, and the hand was up on the helmet area when he made the stop. So
that was an easy call. Again, if we can see it up here, the officials should be able to see it down on the field. And Mark Centers is walking his way out to talk to the lead official, but that was, again, just a missed call. And it's not going to have no bearing in the ball game, but now it's just about safety for your players. And Mark Centers is talking to the official, trying to plead his case. Tom, and again, Madison Central has had a bad year, but I can't tell you one time where they've actually gotten a call that could have went either way, gone their way. Centers, again, just letting the official hear about his displeasure of this game. And we've seen a weird night for these officials. We've had 7 or 8 kids have been asked to leave the field because of a knee pad issue.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that happen one time this year.
No, I believe that's the first time I've seen that called anytime. We've seen, where a helmet will accidentally come off and you got to leave the field for one play. We've seen that a few times, but the knee pad thing, it was just kept happening and kept happening.
Centers is still talking to the official here down in the bottom of the screen, and now they did not mark the penalty against Center. Now, was it a sideline warning maybe? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, now here it comes. They will mark off the penalty now. From the 37, they'll back it up to what should be the 22. There it is, 22-yard line, 2:03 to play. It'll be second down and long from there.
20 or less words, tell us what you think about this, Mr. Bates.
It's sad, and it's like adding fuel to the fire when you get, an obvious missed call like that was. So, I can understand.
Screen pass, will be a roughing the passer called against the defender defense. And a little WWE-style tackle by number 17 of Bryan Station. That's George Tall.
He's not small. He's tall.
Roughing the passer call against Bryan Station will be an automatic first down. Minute 54 to play. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins here with you on WBON TV. Madison Central will travel to GRC in the first round of the playoffs. GRC will be your district champ. And Tom, just a weird year. Last year, Madison Central beat GRC here in the last district game of the year to crown themselves district champs. This year, they will go on the road in the first round of the playoffs to play GRC, who is district champs. So a lot of interesting tie-ins in a couple of weeks when those two teams face off in the first round of the playoffs.
Defending versus current.
Pitch out. Parks has it, and he'll fall forward for a gain of about 3 to the 49-yard line. Again, a new district this year. Last season it was Lafayette, Madison Central, Tates Creek, and GRC. This year, you get rid of Tates Creek and Lafayette, and you add in Bryan Station and Oldham County. Here is Centers rolling out. He is looking. He takes off down the field. We haven't seen much of this year. And Centers will have a first down. And I think his leg came up gimpy. That did not look like a clean tackle, and Centers is down on the field. His right leg was kind of doubled over as he went down, and Cannon is still down on the ground.
It's not good, no.
While they look at him, we will take a commercial break and come back. We are live in Richmond on WBONTV.com.
Welcome to Chenault Vineyards, locally grown wine, right here in the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards is a place that everyone can enjoy. Celebrate your next event at Chenault Vineyards, whether it be a wedding, baby or wedding shower, office event, or just a place to gather with friends. You can't beat the venues or the amazing views at Chenault Vineyards. Chenault Vineyards has a restaurant open Friday through Sunday and live music as well. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more about this amazing place tucked back into the heart of Richmond. Chenault Vineyards.
Citizens Guaranty Bank makes banking on the go a breeze. Banking on the go has never been easier with options like balance inquiries, make payments from any mobile device, transfer funds between accounts, activate or deactivate a card with just a tap. And with mobile checking deposit, you can deposit checks straight into your eligible checking account using your iPhone, iPad, or Android device. Take advantage of all these fast, convenient, and secure services of Citizens Guaranty Bank. Mobile carrier charges and rules and restrictions may apply. See bank for details. Citizens Guaranty Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back at Madison Central High School, that didn't look good, Tom. Centers is being carried off the field, and that left leg did not look good. And Mark Centers, the head coach, having to be consoled as he comes off the field. He is upset. I don't think it was an illegal tackle, but Mark is upset, and I mean, it's just been a rough year for his son. You got to feel for Coach, and hopefully Kennon will be okay. A Story is now in at quarterback. Nate will hand it off to Parks, and he will have it at the 36-yard line. Nice sportsmanship there as he's helped up by number 34 of Bryan Station. That's Patton. But again, Mark Centers having to go check on his boy, his son, his oldest son, Cannon, out there. And again, our thoughts and prayers with him. He was packed off the field, Tom. We did not like what we saw. And Jacob Waldecker, the trainer, coming over to give Coach Centers an update. His Story will run for a first down and have it inside the 30-yard line at the 26. And Waldecker talking to Mark Centers, again, giving him an update on Cannon, who was over here under the medical tent, the UK Healthcare medical tent. It'll be first down and 10 for Madison Central, and they won't get a playoff, I don't think. We'll see here. Clock is stopped. Now they run the clock with 10 seconds to play. Central will get one more playoff unless it's an incompletion. 6 seconds, 5. Story will pitch it out to Parks, and Parks will be tackled short of the end zone, and that will be your ball game. Final score, Madison Central 7, Bryan Station 23. The Indians fall to 1-8 on the year and 0-3 in district play. And now the big question is the health of the quarterback, Cannon Centers. We'll go back to the station and come back here to wrap things up in 1 minute on WEKY and WBONTV.com.
CKI Equipment and Services is now open in the former location of Metcalf Metal, but with all new ownership and management of Calvin, Paula, Callie, and Nick Gooch. CKI is your local machinery repair headquarters, in the shop or in the field with CKI's mobile unit. They come to you for all types of welding, stick, MIG, TIG, aluminum, stainless, and mild steel. Everything for your trailers from axles and hubs to lights, wiring, tires, and wheels. CKI Equipment and Services on Highway 52 Irvin Road by Shell.
It's been a busy year.
So what's on your to-do list?
Serious house hunting, home improvement projects, or maybe a new car or a boat for summers on the lake. For more than a century, your neighbors at Cumberland Valley National Bank have been helping turn plans into reality. Stop by any of CVNB's branch offices or visit cvnb.com and find the right personal vehicle or home loan that fits your budget and meets your needs. CVNB, local banking with big-time advantages. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Final score, Madison Central loses to Bryan Station 23-7, your final. And Tom, that means that Madison Central will now be the 4th place team in the district after winning the district last year. Bryan Station will be the 3rd place team. Oldham County, after falling at home tonight to GRC, will be your 2nd place team, and the new district champs are the Cardinals of George Rogers Clark. That is who and where Madison Central will be at in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be another interesting matchup. My thoughts this evening are let's hope that the two gentlemen that went out with pretty severe leg injuries tonight for the Indians will be, hopefully it's a minor thing.
Yeah.
But, wow. The injury to Centers did not look good, but we don't know. We'll just wait and hear how bad it is and what type of injury it is, and see whether he'll be able to play anymore this season. So, positive thoughts to both of the athletes that suffered some leg injuries tonight, and let's hope they get a good bill of health here.
Two big pieces. Deshaun Gotti, maybe your best secondary player, and, of course, the quarterback, Cannon Centers. That's two big pieces that you would miss. After playing very well against GRC last week, that's who you now face in the first round of the playoffs, and Cannon now being carted over to the huddle with the team. Madison Central falls 23-7 here on your Chenault Vineyard postgame show. Chenault Vineyard is the place to go to host your next baby or wedding shower, or check out their restaurant open Friday through Sunday. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to learn more. You can also now start planning your Christmas party, Tom. Chenault Vineyard, a great place to host your Christmas party as well. Final score 23-7. Madison Central, a tough loss, but again, Tom, the rain, senior night, mistakes that have haunted Madison Central all year long, turnovers and penalties. The case again tonight, the Indians had 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles that they lost, had another one that they were able to recover themselves. And when you have 5 turnovers, it's very hard to beat anybody, and that was the case here in this game tonight. Our hometown dental player of the game, not a whole lot went right for Madison Central, but I think you got to give it to Ashton Holberg, who had a pretty good game running the football.
Yeah.
19 rushing yards. He had 46 receiving yards out of the backfield. And, there was a lot that went wrong tonight for the Indians. But now what we look forward to is getting everybody healthy. I don't know who you play next week. If you play a lot of JV guys against Southwestern, it doesn't really matter a whole lot to you. As far as the win-loss record goes, it's not going to help you any, even if you win. It ain't going to hurt you if you lose. You try to get these guys healthy and get ready for the first-round playoff matchup against a team that you were, one possession of beating last week? One score from beating last week. So, we'll see what happens, but the Indians have a chance to win a couple of playoff games, I think.
Some bright spots tonight, although the turnover's the big story in this game. I mean, when you turn the ball over that many times, what was it? It ended up being 3 picks on the evening.
And 2 fumbles.
And 2 fumbles. So that's 5 takeaways, and I don't believe we picked off or picked up a fumble from them at all this evening.
Yeah.
So when you're down on the takeaways by 5, it's not going to be a good result in any time you're playing in the football game. So, but we did see some good things. We saw a substitute punter come in and do an excellent job. And, I mean, he's got some good numbers up for this game.
That's the freshman.
And a freshman. So, good positive there. Had a lot of sophomores get a lot of playing time tonight. That's a positive. Anytime you suit up and you play in a high school varsity football game, you're getting experience. And if you're a freshman or sophomore, that counts for a whole lot. So it may not be real exciting right now record-wise, but, hang on. They'll be back next year, and they're going to have a whole lot of the team back next year, and that'll be something to build on as well.
We will update you on WBON TV when we find out the status of Gowdy and Cannon Centers. For all of us here, for Ron Harrison and Hugh Davis, for WL Stats, for our producer on the TV side, Austin Hanks, on the radio side, Jaden Johnson, our cameraman tonight, Clark Freeman, for my partner, Tom Gross, I'm Michael Watkins. Keep in mind, folks, we're going to be right back here in this same spot tomorrow. Cottle football, the middle school team. They will play in the middle school regional championship game tomorrow versus LaRue County. You can watch that game live tomorrow here on WBON TV. For all of us, folks, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Friday evening from all of us here at WEKY and WBONTV.com.